Hello and welcome
Pants.
to another
Pants.
pants. Do the pants dance. Do the pants dance.
There's a
Uh,
party in my
uh.
pants. It's
Why is the pants
divided.
dance
I'm
so
lonely.
arm heavy?
Yep. I'm doing it right now.
It's hard to do the pants dance on.
Anyway, welcome to another session of Candlekeep. And since this is our last session, and I want to make sure that we can get through all the shenanigans that these people I'm sure will get up to, let's go ahead and jump right in with a recap of last session. So last session started right into combat, where most of our party were camping on the side of a bank, and these creatures emerged out of the mud and attacked. Thane was just now joining the party and joined the battle, and very quickly, one by one, each party member went down, until Thane was the only one remaining. Having seen all of his party either die or be knocked unconscious and soon to die, he suddenly went back in time to where he met an elf that had also met the rest of the party, and that elf was giving him a glimpse into the future, that if he didn't arrive in time or run away from these creatures, him and all of his friends would be dead. So he wild shaped into a horse and immediately took off and got there just in time to save the party, and you were all able to escape safely. Thankfully, no TPK today. You continued your journey following the map that was found in the book to the next big location that was once possibly a pretty impressive hot spring, but has since become dormant, and only kind of a little offshoot of it was still available as you found the Scorch. What was it called? The Scorch of the Red Worm, I believe. Yep, Scorch of the Red Worm. Little investigation and some history checks. You realize this map is very old. To have such a large geyser be now dormant, who knows how old this map is? Who made this map? Lots of questions. But you pressed on and eventually found yourself at a house on a hill with a small graveyard in front of it. As you arrived to this house, you realized that the raven that was likely following all of you throughout this journey followed you continually and perched itself on top of this house, where 4 more ravens were watching as you approached. After some roleplay and investigation in the graveyard, you discerned that at least this raven that had been following you seems to have a reaction to one of the names that was on the gravestones, specifically Heluth. Seemed to have some sort of reaction that the raven gave once you called out that name toward it. The other names, it reacted to a little, but that one was the key one. You decided to explore this house after trying more communication with the ravens, but not really getting anywhere. Ryvar broke a window a little bit more so he could squeeze in and eventually let everybody else into the house, where you noticed a mix of dust-covered rooms with even sheets covering the furniture, 2 rooms that looked a little bit more lived in, and even a kitchen that seemed recently used, and maybe someone had been living here and utilizing bits and pieces of this room. After hearing some sounds of glass breaking, kids laughing and playing, floors creaking, you start to kind of be run around this house and led in different directions, until Ezra realized a sound that you heard didn't actually seem to come from a practical source. A creaking that was supposedly heard on some stairs came from stairs that didn't creak, and that led her to discover one of the ravens sitting in the window outside of the room as you all run down to the study from the 2nd story. And as Ezra tries to communicate with this bird, talk to it, see maybe if there's a soul trapped inside, Ryvar throws a dart at it and gets a critical hit on it. So it runs away and out of sight, and thus the party is now, of course, split. Ezra, after seeing that happen and being upset with Ryvar, storms off back to the graveyard, Ryvar keeping pace behind. Thane and Mr. Thomas, you went back upstairs to continue the sweep of the second level, as there was rooms that you didn't yet discover. And Opal, you try to stay in between the two and just keep aware of where everyone is and hopefully try to keep everyone together soon so you can be wherever you are needed. Where we left off was Mr. Thomas and Thane opening the door to the circular part of the house that was the dining room on the first floor, and as soon as you opened it, discovered two things. One, this is a room in disarray. A staircase that would have led to the third floor is now crumbled to the floor, limiting your access to the third floor. And there's also 4 humans sitting in this room. So we'll pick up there. Mr. Thomas and Thane, you walk into this room. You, as I said last time, one of the humans is being tended to. There is a wound of some kind in their side. They are being attended to. 2 of the other humans that are in the room. So you see androgynous looking person that is wounded currently, helping 2 others bandage their side. You see a female woman, roughly middle-aged, helping. She is the one that is closest to you right here. The one across the way, the farthest from you, is a very old man, probably in his 60s or 70s, with wispy white hair, frail body. He's just trying to help, mainly as the middle-aged woman is doing most of the healing and bandaging. And then there is a final young, probably in her 20s, very thin and frail-looking human woman that is not currently helping, but sitting close by with a look of concern on her face, and she's holding a lantern with some sort of statue in the center of it. As you walk in, the woman that is closest to you immediately turns around and kind of goes into a protective mode over those that are behind her and tries to block your direct line of sight, that specifically the one that is injured, and doesn't say anything, but holds you with much wary.
I go into protective mode in front of Mr. Thomas and just stand there.
It should be the other way around. Hello. We mean you no harm. Do you live here?
I think it is best that you leave.
Well, I guess we can negotiate that. Are you injured? I can heal you.
Very
Yes,
good.
they are injured, but by one of your own. I'm not sure.
Who?
The
Big
Dragonborn
dragon.
seemed to has thrown something that hit her side.
Are you a person?
By chance, are you guys birds?
Give me a persuasion checks, both of you.
Hey,
or one of you with help.
Y'all birds.
Are y'all birds?
I'm gonna start asking people that. Hey, are you
17.
a bird?
Oh my god, Thane, you can't just ask someone.
You can't just ask
19.
Wow, okay. So you guys are putting on an air of being helpful, offering to heal, just wanting to know more information. So she relaxes a little bit from her very protective stance and says, "Yes, we are the ravens that you have been seeing around here. We are, all of us are were-ravens."
What?
It is a were-raven. We can choose forms of either a raven, a hybrid form, or human forms.
So all those ravens we saw when we came in, that's you.
The 4 of us, yes.
How come you didn't become a human and talk to us?
Well, we wanted you to leave. This is a...
There was a raven who brought us a book and led us here. That's not one of you?
No, she seems to be a lost soul, it seems.
Oh. Well, that's why we're here.
Yeah, nothing's going on in this house that you need help with?
Well, In the house, no. The house is a way to deter people from getting close to the crossing, but that is why we try to spook you, as you might say, to leave, as this is a quite a dangerous place and has a crossing into the Shadowfell.
Were one of
Oh.
you invisible in the baby's room or wherever that was, hitting the dragon guy? Is that one of you?
No, that is just a ghost. Yes.
Ah, okay. Cool.
Do you talk to this ghost at all? Yep.
No, it generally is just a spook, and so we lead people there to get spooked and hopefully leave, and then we don't have
Yep.
to worry about it, but we can.
It almost worked, but we're very brave.
We are brave. Well, I am of course, Thane and I here are seasoned adventurers, and I have come to destroy all the evil. And if there is a crossing, as you speak, we will go in.
Oh,
We're
I
in what?
would not recommend that at all.
Oh.
Maybe we can close it?
Unfortunately, no.
Can we help
Unless
at all?
if you so choose to go to the Shadowfell, you can perhaps best whatever creatures are on the other side, but we do not have that capability, and thus we just try to stop the one or two that come through versus taking on whatever may be on the other side.
Okay.
Maybe we should bring everybody else here,
Yeah.
Mr. Thomas. Have a
Well-
quorum.
Yeah, I promise our friend who attacked you is nice.
But if
He did murder someone recently.
Yes.
that does not help,
And they
if-
were aware.
perhaps he
Jack.
could just stay away for now, and then we could meet the rest. But I-
I mean, okay. You want me to heal? I am an accomplished healer.
yes, that would be.
Okay, I walk up to the injured one. Now, don't be alarmed. My way of healing is just touching you, but I'm just gonna give you a quick shoulder rub.
They very much are alarmed, and
I'm just gonna give this woman a shoulder rub, real quick, and it's gonna heal her.
and kind of hold themselves very defensively of ready to strike, ready to do something. Clearly not.
Hmm.
But does not stop you if you do heal them.
They look pretty injured, right?
I mean, yeah, he got a crit on them, so I will say almost bloodied because of the crit. They're
I don't need to
not
get all the
beefy
way
people
up,
by
though,
any
I don't
means.
think. It's a show of good faith.
Yeah. I give them 1 HP.
Right. Okay.
It's a really terrible massage.
Still an open wound in her side, in their side, just slightly closes, but is still mostly open.
You feel better now, huh?
Little, but
Well, that's just a small portion of our abilities.
I'll stick my head out the door and be like, "Can everybody but Ryvar get over here? Everything's fine."
I'm already right there.
Oh, hey.
Hey,
yeah. So I would say, Thane, knowing generally that since you're on the second floor and the opposite, and they went outside, that going to the closest window and yelling out is probably how you will actually get people to hear. So I would say Ezra and Ryvar, you hear that. Opal, since you're in the doorway and not, you kind of can hear it either from the inside or from the outside. But you are all called up to the second story of the house, except Ryvar.
I'm already all the way out here, and
do
You're
I
gonna
see?
like this, Ezra, I promise.
I can't remember if I was doing something out. If I came out here for a purpose.
I think
I think I was gonna look at the names again.
Yeah, I think you
or
were
something.
fixated on the fact that in this book it talked about ravens having souls, and I think now believing that the soul of Haluth is in that fifth raven, I think that was bringing you back to the grave to see if you could discern something that could maybe help this raven
Yeah.
and this soul.
But I'm busy, Thane.
We found the ravens. They're people.
What?
I knew it.
Ryvar, do not come up here.
Yeah,
I
things
will-
are up
I
tense.
will run past Ryvar, but I will do as much as I can as a very wee girl to like shoulder check him. But like it's like really obvious. I just like Gah! And then like keep running.
Give me a
I might
strength
fall
check
back. I
at-
might fall.
at disadvantage
A strength
due
check
to
at
the size
disadvantage.
difference.
I'm actually pretty tall. I don't how.
Oh, really? I thought you were a wee one.
No, well comparative to a dragonborn probably, but on my description originally I said 5'10".
Okay, then just a
I'm
straight
half
roll.
elf.
Yeah, straight roll then.
A natural one.
That's fitting. So Ryvar, I will
Karma.
let you react to this how you so choose, but it is very clear what she is trying to do, but it is like someone threw a feather at you as she tries to like shoulder check you, and almost like to the point of just missing, where it's just like it grazes your shoulder.
I react very intensely and almost.
Aw.
Like when a little kid gives you a high five.
I will say I got a natural 1, but I have a -1 to strength, so I got a 0.
So Ryvar, to
Already
actually
zero.
make it feel impactful, you have to move.
I like.
Because
Yeah. I
she
leave
just
it.
like was so mad she was just gonna go right past you, and you just kind of like move into it so you get hit. But and then Ezra, you see him like take a
Do
full
I-
brunt of it.
What do I know that is that he's
Give me a
faking it?
performance check.
Ryvar?
For Ryvar. You definitely know that he is faking it, that you didn't hit him that hard. You could feel it. You know he had to move into the way.
Ugh. And I'll just keep walking.
Sorry, Ezra. I was just
Ryvar.
like sit there on the ground, hands on my head down.
All right.
Yeah,
So we
and
got
My way to wherever they are.
yeah.
Would I pretty easily see that she's hurt?
I would say so. I mean, they're not healers, so they
Mhm.
have like bandaged across her their torso to stop whatever bleeding is from the wound. And I would say like the transition of being hurt in like raven form versus human form is a weird thing. So like something that's small to a raven might have like expanded, so it might seem a little bit more severe than a little dart in the side of a raven to like a deeper gash once they're in their human form.
I will slowly walk up and say, I'm so sorry about this. Can I help you?
Your friend already helped. It was only kind of helpful.
Yeah, looks like it was only. Can I actually help you?
If you can, yes.
I'll go up and cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds.
Ooh, okay.
Really showing me up.
17 points of healing.
Ooh.
Whole
Woo.
person.
You see
Hopefully,
them like
you don't need that spell.
like when they had been kind of crunching over in like pain and trying not to move, as soon as you cast a spell, they like stretch and like take off the bandage and inspect themselves, and it's fully healed. They are back to 100%.
I would like
Thank you,
to.
Zach.
Sorry, I just want. I would like stealth up to just close enough to where I can still be outside, but
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Just peering through the window.
in
A
the
what?
water this evening. That's a
You're
natural,
rolling like me.
natural one.
Oh.
No.
Ooh.
I mean, you get up to the room, and you even with the natural one, you know that you are making a lot of sound. So
He's
you
like
can
breathing
continue, but
heavy.
like you're even aware that you're not stealthing. People, they're gonna know. They might not stop you since if you're waiting outside of the room, but
Yeah, I just
everybody
like
knows you're there.
there's like I like to imagine that they're talking and they're like in the middle of a conversation and then everyone stops talking and you hear just like and then there's just like 2 seconds of silence and then from just right outside the door you just hear but I just stay right outside the door.
Perfect. Love it. We'll say in like that corner just across, there was like a nice desk with like a vase or like some decorative items, and you
Yeah.
just are like trying to stealth, and your tail just swipes it as you turn that corner.
I'll when we hear that sort of like gesture back that way and say, he's really harmless.
Great. So you are now all at least within earshot. Most of you are in the room. The now known as Were Raven that did get hit is fully healed. They still hold most of you with awareness and kind of keep to themselves and back away, whereas the one that initially talked to you is more kind of waiting to someone to talk and either ask questions or request something.
Well, everyone in our crew, they have mentioned, these fine Raven people have mentioned that there is a crossing to the Shadowfell, and I believe there's evil in there, and it is my sworn duty to defeat evil. So I
Yes,
guess we're
as
going in.
I told your friend, there is a crossing and you can get there. None of us know what is on the other side. We just know what occasionally comes through and what we need to stop, and then cover up the crossing once more. But
What comes through?
usually undead things.
No problem.
Easy peasy.
Maybe we were sent here to help stop something from coming through.
Yes, your friend did mention that the other Raven, they are not part of our group, but
Oh, they brought us this book, and I'll take out the book.
oh,
You
she
recognize
takes it and then hands it to the old man that takes it and begins flipping through it.
Is that Baron?
What?
Are you Baron?
You can't ask
No.
somebody that.
No.
No.
Or are you the Brantifaxes?
No. The
Oh damn it.
the Brenthifaxes have been deceased for quite some time, before we even got here, but it seems that one of their daughters were her death was not in the kindest of fashions, or her life was not, and that is what caused this crossing to appear. And
Oh.
Could the other Raven be her?
no, we were able to talk somewhat to this raven in our raven form. It seems it responded to you all saying Haluth. We surmise that it is the soul of that child, but the crossing is in the other daughter's grave.
Mm.
Sylphians.
I was right, and it is in the graveyard.
Where is the crossing?
It is in the grave of.
Oh, it's on that.
I'm
Okay,
going.
yeah.
I
Thank
will
you.
like
That's right.
stomp proudly, like I solved the mystery, even though I didn't. Back toward. All right, everybody, move, Ryvar, and
I mean, yeah.
let's go.
If you are going to the crossing, we and will vanquish whatever it is. We will be forever in your debt, and we can offer some aid if you would like to
Yeah,
accept it.
Please.
Yes, please.
And She goes over to kind of the rubble, and moves a couple pieces to reveal a hidden chest, opens it, and starts handing out health potions, healing potions.
Nice.
Oh, yes, please.
Nice.
They are basic, but you each get a health potion. We have been stockpiling this, just as we adventure out or people come and we are able to, they drop it, leave it in fear and things like that. But if what you are saying is true and your friends seemed trustworthy, and we are very thankful that you have healed our friend, if you can vanquish the evil on the other side of the crossing, then anything we can do to help, we will.
How do
Excluding
we
actually going there.
enter in the crossing?
In the darkest or deepest part of the night, you will see. Well, first you have to dig out the grave and remove all of its contents, including her body, and then once it is the darkest part of the night, a fog will begin to emanate from within the grave, and once you lay in the grave yourself, you are transported into the crossing.
There's got to be.
Yeah.
I don't like
I
that.
think I'm out. I think I gotta go.
I will do it. I will do it.
That is the only way. Coming back, I assume, would be similar, but like I said, we only see them once they are here, and they dig themselves out of the grave, and that is when we can surprise them, because obviously digging yourself out takes a while. So
Oh shit. Yeah. I guess we all gotta go lie in a grave in the darkest part of the night.
Not where I thought this evening was going.
No. I thought we were gonna kill a bunch of ravens. No offense.
offense slightly taken.
Yeah.
But if you also want to help Peluth, her soul is not exactly coherent in the raven she is possessing, but it seems to also be something with her grave. If you so choose to unearth something there as well, but be cautious, as it does seem that there is something there that should not be.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
That's all we know. If you, the house may have some more information about the family if you choose to search a bit more, but
Probably
that's
look
it all we
around a
know.
little bit. How much longer do we have until the fog?
You
rolls in?
arrived at the house at about sundown, so you have
Ooh.
several hours.
Okay.
Likely
Going
can
down.
short rest. You probably can't get a long rest in, but to be like close to, if we're assuming it's the witching hour or midnight, somewhere around there, you definitely have several hours before you would need to. But you also know that you will need to dig up the grave prior to that point.
Yeah, we gotta get
Right.
working.
We should poke around a little bit. I think we might be able to learn something that can help us.
I would just
Little bit.
immediately go start digging in
I will-
Haluth's
yeah,
grave.
I mean,
I'll
there's
get to work.
Be respectful.
Always. I'm the most respectful of anyone in this party.
That's
You're not the least respectful.
I'm biting my
Um,
lips. Biting my lips.
Your lips.
You're,
My
you're
lip.
bleeding, Mr. Thomas. What do you mean?
Ezra, you likely can recall that the basically like entryway into the house, where it had some like coats hanging and things like that, did have a rake and a shovel.
Hell yeah.
So you can grab that shovel and get to work if that's what you will be doing.
I will be doing that.
Cool. What does everybody else do? Ezra gets to work digging. And which grave are you digging up?
Well, the one that says Haluth.
Okay.
The portal's in
Right.
the other one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was in Haluth's.
The portal
There's
is
something
in.
up with
Oh, it's in
Haluth's.
Stilline's.
Yes.
Haluth is the
It is-
raven. The
It
other
is
one
confirmed
the portal.
that the raven is Haluth, but the crossing is
Oh.
in Sylphine's.
Okay.
So clearly something happened to both graves.
Which one is Sylphine's?
It's the one right where you're standing. So this is
Hell yeah.
Sylphine. So from the like handout basically that I sent, from top to bottom is how they're laid out on the map as you see. So the Baron is the top one, and then it
Okay.
goes down to the dog, and then Heluth, and then Sylphine.
So right here is where.
Yeah, if you're going for the portal, that's Sylphine's. You can start digging there.
Digging!
Cool. Okay. Ezra's digging. What's everybody else doing?
I'm gonna poke around the house a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just wanting to go visit other rooms or more thoroughly search rooms you haven't? Because you basically walked through the house, but you haven't really
Yeah.
done any searching in any of them.
I want to just like make my way back toward the door, going in every room and just like opening drawers, seeing if
Okay.
there's anything immediately interesting.
So heading back out into this room, assuming you're not going to search the room that all of the were-ravens are currently in, and you're
Yeah.
kind of leaving them be.
I do take the book back.
Okay,
The-
yeah. He
yeah.
hands it back to you without issue. He doesn't offer any information. If there are specific questions, you can certainly ask, but he just was curious and read it and seemed to be more of the book lover than anyone else. Okay, so you go back into the master bedroom.
Mhm.
Go ahead and give me a...
I would accompany Opal and give her guidance.
Okay, with guidance and him helping you, go ahead and give me an investigation with advantage in this room.
That plus
Thank you.
D4.
Yep.
Oh, I got to use my double dice for the first time, and it was not good.
Even with
Still not
advantage?
good. Even with
Okay.
advantage, it's a 13.
Okay. It wasn't terribly difficult, but you do find as you're looking through drawers, and don't really find much of anything even in this room. There's a wardrobe with some clothes, there's a desk, but nothing's really in any of the drawers. You kind of plop and sit on the bedpost and grab the bedpost that's right on the corner. And as you grab it, you can feel it turn. And as you turn that, it unlocks a secret door in the wall, which reveals a secret door actually back into the room where the where ravens are currently.
Mm.
Oh,
I open
Sorry?
the door and just go, oh, sorry. And I back up and close the door.
Cool secret door.
What's cool though, right? Cool secret door. I
Other
would
than
make
that,
my...
you don't find anything in this room.
Okay. I would make my way back toward the front door, but I would still stop in like every room.
Okay. We'll go ahead and finish this one and then see what other people are doing. So these are your last two rooms on this floor. We'll go ahead and give full view of the floor. Doop-a-doop-boop-boo. These are just two guest rooms, extra bedrooms, that kind of thing. They both are laid out identical. They both just have your classic mattress, a wooden dresser, nightstand, things like that. Opening all the
Classic.
drawers, most seem empty besides a couple pieces of clothes. You don't really find anything of note. Don't need to roll an investigation check.
Okie dokie.
Are you then heading up or down?
We're on a top floor right now, right?
You're on the second floor. You went
Second
up
floor.
this spiral staircase. Then that
Uh-huh.
was where the nursery was. And you haven't been up this spiral staircase yet. And then yeah, so there's likely a couple more rooms upstairs to find, but and then a thorough search of downstairs.
I look at Thane and just say, should we just take a peek upstairs?
I mean, we don't want to leave anything, that could help
Yeah.
us.
Quick peek around.
Yeah. Quick look around.
Okay. So you go up those stairs. If you scroll down, you'll see the third floor again. You're coming up those stairs. We're going to pause you guys there. So while they're searching these rooms, Mr. Thomas and Ryvar, what are you guys up to?
Huh. What am I up to? I'm gonna go help outside digging the graves, and then I'll just
Okay.
get I need to take a short rest, so I'll just an hour before we need to go through the
Sure.
crossing, I'll just
Stop.
be napping in the grave.
Great. You'll end your short rest and get sucked into the crossing. Noted.
Efficiency.
Um, okay. Ryvar, what are you doing?
Well, first, before or right after everybody's separated, standing outside the door of Raven, and I just, very humbly peek my head in.
Okay.
And I don't even like make eye contact. I just like put up my hands. I say, I want to apologize. I'm very sorry. I was simply trying to protect someone young and vulnerable in my eyes. I shouldn't. That's beside the point. And I apologize for harming you. That's all. Just did. Hey.
You see, as you are apologizing and thanking, the middle-aged woman is like eyeing the injured one and kind of eyeing them and being like, and they have been kind of like regarding you like arms crossed, like very like still wary, but now for you more. Give me an insight check.
Um, 16.
With a 16, you can tell that it's a mix of mad that you attacked them without cause, um, also mad that they got hit, and were surprised, and so they kind of roll their eyes and stand up and regard you and say, "No hard feelings. You're doing what you thought was right, and maybe be a bit more careful when you follow sounds that you think are real." And out of her mouth, the sound of children's laughter that you heard earlier comes, and she gives you a smirk and sits back down. Or they give you a smirk and sits back
He's
down.
very surprised, but he looks back at them after collecting himself for a moment, and knowing what he got from that insight check, he said, "I have a feeling the only way I would have hurt you is with sucker, but I got lucky."
They kind of smile.
And then I am going to go back outside, and I go to Ezra, as she is digging. I see Thomas is there.
Hello, Ryvar.
Hello, Thomas. Hi.
I would like throw a pile of dirt towards him.
I just like barely even reacting, just dodge it.
Just hits him.
Looks like you really hit the nail on the head, Ezra. You knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yes, I am very smart. It's my second best stat.
Yes, right behind how charming you are.
That is true. My charisma is the highest.
Ezra, I'm very sorry that I think disagreeable and interrupted. I know it doesn't excuse it. I know I shouldn't. Looks at Thomas.
That was very big of you to apologize.
It's clear that he feels awkward saying this stuff in front of Thomas, but he looks to Ezra again.
I don't understand. I'm just standing there waiting on your.
Yeah. Ezra, for some reason I feel protective over you, and it wasn't until today that I realized that, as good intentioned as that is, and then he just gets down in the grave and starts using claws. It just goes at all.
Oh my god. Like the dogs on the beach. Just...
Yeah.
I think Ezra would she would probably like let it sit for a second and like keep digging, kind of like she wasn't paying attention. Do a couple more like shovels full of dirt. And then she would say, so for all the training that we do on the hill physically, which is what you're good at, I think that I'm good at people. And I think that maybe we should start after our lessons in combat and finesse that we should do I'm gonna call it soft skills, because what it feels like is the sword stuff, that's hard stuff, that's a hard skill. I'm gonna call it that. And then what I'll teach you is soft skills, so it's like you're hard and I'm soft, sis. I should write that down. That seems like something that might catch on. Excuse me?
What?
What did you call me?
I'm sorry. When I'm flustered, I speak Draconic. It's just
Yeah,
the word.
I also speak Draconic, apparently, because I understood that.
Oh, I said, you actually do speak Draconic.
I speak Common, Deep Speech, Draconic, Elvish, and Infernal.
Under his breath, he said, Ryvar, remember she's a child.
What did you call me?
Can we keep the conversation in common, please? I'm having a hard enough time following this.
No,
You
you're
called
right.
me a child.
Yes, but you're right.
Excuse me?
Right, Ezra. I suck at people. And I think it would be a good idea to learn.
Wow.
Hey everyone, Rybar said he's gonna learn from me.
This is incredible. I am so glad I was here to see this. While we're being vulnerable, can I confide in you two?
Yes. Do you speak a
Rybar?
different language? Because turns out I guess I speak different languages. So if you do, tell me and I'll listen.
I speak 2 languages.
What's the second one?
Equine. Can I confide in you two?
Yeah.
Yes, it.
I think that I'm going to hell.
That's exciting.
I've sinned a lot.
Awesome. That's
no,
cool.
this is bad. This is bad. This is bad.
Ugh.
Why do you feel this way?
Because I just know that Tyr is looking down on me with disgust because of my despicable lifestyle.
What is despicable about it? What are you feeling sinful of?
I was in jail.
Okay.
But wasn't that like self-imposed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I curse sometimes.
Sir Thomas, it is hard for me to speak on the matters of
Mister.
religion. Yes. Mr. Thomas, it is, it's hard for me to speak on the matters of religion. It is not something that I practice myself. However, I must say, there is no God that would one should be hard on you. You're a good man.
Yeah. Probably the best one I've ever met. No offense.
Better than me.
You're saying that my God doesn't want me to flagellate myself every day in his honor?
I mean, if he does, like, maybe, like, try another.
Another god or another...
Well,
This is good practice. Just say, I hear you, and that must be tough.
I'm
Okay,
waiting
listen.
patiently for your response.
I'm listening to you, and got to toughen up.
No,
Oh.
that
Huh?
must be tough. That must be tough.
Oh, you must be tough.
No,
Thank
that.
you.
Oh god.
Oh, that must. Okay.
No, that's.
Thank you. I'm
he
glad
likes
that
it.
I'm glad that we came to that conclusion. I am tough and I will get through this with my God. Thank you.
But tough is more than just physical. You can be tough in your
Yeah.
heart as well.
Whoa.
I masturbated once.
Okay, that's.
And on that note,
Was someone watching? Flint?
No.
as confessions continue to spill out of Mr. Thomas's mouth,
And Ezra
as
just like
he's
stops and like
watching.
leans against this.
Okay, so now only Ryvar's digging this hole
Mhm.
because I think he doesn't want to be in this conversation.
Yeah.
So Ryvar continues digging. Ezra stops digging and increasingly into the conversation where Mr. Thomas is bearing his entire history. We'll cut back to our house party. As you guys get to
Cut back to the
third-
movie House Party.
as you get to the third floor, you guys open the door at the top and see a rather large room where you see the dashed lines. Those are gaping holes in the floor that lead to the rooms below. And you see nope, I lied. It's the opposite. There are holes in the roof. Not to the floor because you would have noticed them. So these are holes in the roof. So below these holes, there's shattered clay tiles, more debris. Clearly the third and part of the second floor has been the worst for wear, as this house has been relatively abandoned. You see two wooden bed frames that are now pushed against the wall and up on their other end, just kind of out of the way. And you see a storage trunk with a rusty padlock on it. And then a couple of other bedroom furnishings. You can guess that this was more of a servant's quarters, with kind of a separate staircase up to it compared to the one that went to the nursery, and the kind of double bed and a little worse for wear furnishings compared to the other bedrooms.
Can I try to bust off that padlock? Just take
Sure.
my like staff and see
Yeah.
if it's rusted enough.
Give
Can
me
I
just a
help?
strength check.
I'm pretty weak. Am I? Yeah.
Am I?
17.
With a 17 and the rusty nature of this padlock, you're able to kind of just like hit it just so that it just kind of pops open.
I've never done that before. I'm very proud of myself right now.
That was very cool.
If I didn't say anything, it would have been a lot smoother and cool. But I just had to. That was one of the coolest things I've said.
Either way, very cool. Let's see what's
Yeah.
inside.
Go ahead. After
You guys just open it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Opal
Nothing
opens it.
happens. But you find a suit of a studded leather armor, full studded leather armor set, that is sized for a larger human. You can tell based on the adjusted size. A leather helm, a heavy crossbow, a separate wooden case that has the monogram of BB on it, and two hunting traps. And we'll say you go ahead and open the other wooden case. It's not locked or anything, and that's just a array of crossbow bolts, specifically 15 of them.
Ooh.
And we should bring this stuff. I can't really use
I
any of this
can't.
stuff.
Oh, I do. Actually, I do have a crossbow. I could use the crossbow bolts. I don't usually use my crossbow, but I could use them.
You said it's studded leather armor?
Studded leather armor, heavy crossbow, hunting traps, and crossbow bolts are the like inventory items you find.
Seems like this is the same as my armor, so I'm fine. I think. We can bring it downstairs. We can divvy it up. See who needs it.
Okay.
Before we leave, I do
and
check the bedpost for a secret door
That's
opening.
a
Just
good idea.
seems like
okay, you do.
Yeah.
You don't find one as the servants' quarters. There's no real reason
Yeah.
for a secret door. I will say you can pretty much surmise that based on knowing downstairs, there's a lot of hunting trophies of heads of animals mounted on the wall, that this is likely the Baron's hunting gear that he would take out to
despicable.
go hunting with. So however that makes you feel, Thane.
Really sick to my stomach. Are there any rabbit heads?
No. There's no
Okay.
like treasures or keepsakes from hunting in here. So
This is okay. Yep.
it's just his gear. And as you look through the wardrobes that are in here as well, you see that this is a wardrobe that likely the were ravens you met use, as they were kind of in very simple black robes with a scarlet sash tied around and simple sandals, and there's just more sandals and robes in these wardrobes, so it seems like they've just taken this as their kind of extra storage. Okay.
Well, should we go help dig?
I'm sure they're done by now. But yeah, we should have that.
We could hope, yeah.
There is one more door, I will say,
Oh,
Oh,
we want to open the door.
if you want to do a thorough
Yeah.
Yes.
sweep.
this is where the beholder is.
How'd you know? There's another hole in the roof of this room, so you have to just kind of carefully enter around the debris that fell almost right in front of the door. This room is even more in disarray than the other one. It's even hard to tell really what it was, but you can kind of tell that maybe because this was just a storage room, so there wasn't really any rhyme or reason for it besides that. You see just chairs and benches and more hunting trophies. Likely could find some rabbit's feet here. Rolled up rugs, mirrors, unwanted decorations. This is just very much your classic attic storage. And then specifically, you take note of a rather large framed canvases that are all stacked against the wall, that are like the biggest of the ones from the house. And since it's been a while, you did see an empty space above a fireplace downstairs that used to probably hold one of these large ones, and either they switched it out or got bored and just put them upstairs.
Can we look at them and see what they're paintings of?
You see one painting depicts 3 deer grazing on a hilltop, kind of at dawn. There's a nice sunrise in the background. You see another one that's a gray mastiff holding a dead duck in its mouth as its prized kill on a hunting trip. You see an armored knight on a hippogriff, shown in profile, and the knight's shield bears the holy symbol of Torm. There's another one that seems like a portrait of a rather hefty man who is seated in a chair with a gray mastiff once again sleeping at his feet, a woman standing by his side. The woman by his side is rather thin and has bags under her eyes, doesn't look happy. And yeah.
But that's
Well, this is creepy.
family. Yeah, I think we should just leave these here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully they're done digging.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Can we look out the window and see if they're digging?
There aren't any windows in the attic. You can easily go downstairs and see. You do note that there's not a door to the circular room, and it seems the staircase that was in the circular room on the second level was the only way to get up to the 3rd floor.
Okay.
You head back downstairs. Do you research or actually search any of the rooms on the 1st floor?
That really depends on if they're done digging.
Yeah,
I would say
I'm definitely gonna wait in the house till they go.
with the amount of time that you took to search each of these rooms, even though like there were times where it was just Ryvar digging it out, I would say by the time you get to back to the second level, look out the window, they've gotten most of the dirt out and have kind of revealed the coffin sitting at the bottom of this grave. So they really are basically done without moving out the coffin, and you're still probably several hours away from needing to be in the grave.
Well, then, yeah, we may as well look.
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Yeah, like I said,
conquer.
you got here close to like sundown, so like we'd say that's like 6 p.m. basically, and you have until midnight, so it's like a large chunk of time, and there's probably a good 3-4 hours left.
Yeah, spend some time searching the house, see if anything else.
Okay,
Seems like
give
it could
me.
help us
Let's
in the
just do a
fight.
general investigation check, either separately or one with advantage for kind of the rest of the rooms.
I have a +3. What do you have?
There's investigation. +2, so you can go. I'll give you guidance.
I'm scared to use my double dice again. Okay. Well, the inside one was cocked, so I sort of have to roll again. Okay. 18, 21.
Hey, with the 21, some items of note you find in a cloak in this entryway, in just one of the pockets, a key. Don't necessarily know what that key is for. But if you kind of started at the beginning and worked your way back through everything, you find that there.
Do I find any locked doors along the way?
Not so far.
There was the
Okay.
chest that I bumped, that I broke that lock off of. I wonder if
That's
it's-
true.
Could be to that one. That's so far really the only thing that you found that's been like locked. You don't really find anything in the den where it's kind of the living room and all the additional hunting trophies are. Similarly, in the dining room, you don't find anything of note. Kitchen seems about the same, and where I thought it was. On the first floor in general, you don't really find anything of note. It seems like it's been pretty much picked clean either from the were-ravens utilizing it, or just in general, there was nothing left after the family all died. I will say, one thing I missed going into, if you had to go back into this room, if you are truly sleeping every room, on the second story, the study, you do find a desk with a locked drawer.
Try the key. I'll try the key.
That key does not work in this lock.
Hey, you want to break something else?
Try it again.
Okay.
There's no lock.
This one isn't a lock, so this would be like breaking the actual like wooden parts of the drawer open.
Yep.
Or if you want to pick the lock, you can also do that. I'll give you either.
No, I'm just gonna brute force it.
Okay, do it.
I'll
Roll
help.
me a strength check again.
Somehow.
Oh hell! You hold the desk while I pull.
Yeah, I hold it still.
Great. I'll give it to you. Advantage.
10 and a 3, so 10.
Okay. With a 10, you just can't quite like break apart the drawer itself to bust through the lock. The wood is holding firm.
Should get someone strong in here.
We should. Is Ryvar outside?
Oh.
I was thinking Sir Thomas.
Oh.
Mr. Thomas.
Ryvar's not. I love how Ryvar's scene is this like Ryvar's like got a 12 strength.
Is Mr. Thomas inside? Where did he go?
I think he's outside. It looks like he's laying in the grave.
Oh, well, maybe
Testing
he
the
wants a
size of
job.
Yeah. Let's
I'll
go
lean
move-
out the
let's go
window.
group up.
Can I lean out a window and yell?
Yeah.
Say, Mr. Thomas, we have a job for you.
I wake up, Mr.
A job for me. My duty calls. I sprint away.
Okay. You see him
He
come
said
sprinting
duty.
back into the house, and takes him just a couple a minute or so to get up to you, but Ms. Thomas, you're now on the second story in the study.
Is there evil here that I need to vanquish?
Yes, and
this drawer.
it's in this drawer. There's a devil
Hi-ya!
inside this desk.
I attack the lock.
Okay, are you? So you're like with your sword attacking this, or are you just forcing it open?
I would use the butt of the sword to try to break the lock, basically.
Okay. Okay, give me a strength check still.
Guidance. I'll rub your shoulders.
Rub harder.
Oh God.
14.
With a 14, because the two different ways to try to force open this desk, with a 14, you like smash the lock, but you just kind of crack it like into itself, but it's now like still stuck in a position.
Now
It's
we
not
can't
quite open
unlock
yet.
it even if we had a key.
It's just jammed.
Are you sure this? I use divine sense to determine if this lock.
Oh my god.
From the lock, you don't sense anything.
I'm
You
gonna
sense something
try-
above you, but that's the nursery you were already in, and can assume that the ghost is back in its room.
Can we just destroy the desk?
No, I'm
Can
gonna
we
try
just
to.
work on it for a while?
I'm just gonna try to break it. Yeah, I'm
Just
gonna
obliterate all of your.
I was gonna say, if you take
Just
the
all of
time
us?
and roll, give me one more roll, I would, unless it's, I won't say what, but likely
21. Not a problem.
with a 21 and it already being caved in, you take the butt of your sword and just smash the drawer. The front of it caves in completely to the point of cracking the bottom, and its contents spill. Like it's that center drawer that like is in that open spot that you could just, as you're sitting, pull open, and it just, everything falls to the ground that was in the drawer.
Opal,
Jackpot.
Thane, stand back. I pull my sword. Where's the
wait.
evil? Where's the creature in here?
You did it.
What fell out?
So you see, kind of classic desk stuff, some paper, calligrapher's tools, but you also see a journal that has a, what's the word? Not an engraving, but embossed, wolf head, on top of it, which is
Isn't that-
different than the stag, goes with Brantifax. But you
open
did
it.
see, as a reminder, in the master bedroom on the bedpost there were stags and wolves.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
I
gonna.
think the
open
desk
journal for
itself
sure.
was evil, so I think you've done your job.
Well done.
I'm not a child.
No, of course not. Look what you just
Yeah,
did.
why would you? We never said you were a child.
I
You
know
couldn't
that
get into it.
I know the desk wasn't evil. I used divine sense.
Oh well, we must have been wrong then.
I don't have your type of magic. I can't
Yeah.
sense evil.
We just thought.
Okay, it's fine. If we're wrong once in a while. It's fine. This is how you bounce back from this. That counts.
Thank
I
you.
go back to my grave.
Okay. I will say, while you were gone, Ezra and Ryvar, if you wanted to, you would have the time to get the coffin out of the grave.
Yeah.
Or if you want to wait for everyone else to do that, that is also fine. But
No.
now that the grave is mostly undug by this point, you've searched most of the floors. You know there is still a cellar that could hold something if you want to take the time for that as well. Otherwise, we're probably closer to the 2-3 hours now, before the darkest part of the night.
Did I have time after we finished the digging before the body was dragged out, or after the body was dragged out?
Yes.
Yeah, cool. I just meditated.
Yeah, I would say nothing hopefully crazy will happen. So in this time span of like 5, almost 6 hours, probably 4 to 5 hours, you can I'll take a short rest before going into the grave.
Great.
So you mark it now, or we'll mark it later, but there's definitely going to be time for rest. Opal, at a quick look through, you notice that this is a journal, and you notice pretty quickly that this is the journal of the wife of the Baron Brantifax.
Is
His
she as
wife.
unhappy as she looked?
If you take the time to read it, I
Yeah,
can let
that's
you
a
know
great
more
impression.
information. If you're searching the cellar or taking the coffin out,
You want to
or
read the
are we
journal?
pausing
I'll
to read the
find
journal?
someone to. I'll search the cellar with someone while you read the journal.
Yeah, I'll just stay at the top of the stairs. If anything happens, holler.
Who wants to help me look at a creepy cellar?
I need to redeem myself.
Is that a yes
Get
or a
back
no?
out of your grave.
Yes. Yes.
Get back
I
out of the
rise.
So yes or no.
grave. Perfect. Okay. So we'll go to the cellar first. Since you're searching all of it, we'll just go ahead and give you the whole shaboo.
A whole shaboo.
The whole shaboo. It's better
I
than
don't
a
know if I can
shebang.
handle the whole shaboo.
So Opal, you're
can't
posted
handle
at
the
this door
shaboo.
because that's the door that's down. So you're basically in the cloakroom. She's not here anymore. I was talking to no one. Great. So you're posted there reading your book. Thomas and Thane, as you head down to the cellar, it is, as you would expect, very cold and damp. With actually shockingly high 8-foot ceilings. It's made of brick, but covered in cobwebs. There's barrels everywhere. Old furniture. It feels very much like the storage attic, but this is a storage cellar. And there are 2 doors. One is open and almost falling off its hinges, while the other is closed. So this one is closed. This one is open and swinging off its hinges. Go ahead and either one with advantage or both of you give me investigations kind of for the whole cellar.
We have to do each one of ourselves.
Or one with advantage, either way.
15.
Okay.
8.
Okay. As you approach this first closed door, it is stuck. You can try to open it. Thomas, I think with your investigation, you know that it's not like locked. It's just from the dampness of the cellar, the wood itself has swollen and become too large for its frame, so it would actually need to be forced open. If
No
you
problem.
should check behind it.
I try to force it open.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Guidance.
Uh-oh. I got a 10 total.
You throw your weight into it and you feel it move like ever so slightly, but it does not budge enough to open the door.
All right, Thane, there's nothing behind this door. Let's continue on.
What do you mean there's nothing behind? We don't know what's behind it.
No, I tried to open. It must be rubble. There's not a room back there.
There is. What do you mean there's a door? There's got to be something on the other side of the door.
I mean, it's fair game if you want to try to open it. I'm just saying that it's a waste of time. I just don't think there's anything back there.
Stand back. Let me show you how it's done.
All right, this is a waste of time, but I stand back.
I'll take a running leap at this door.
I
All right,
cast
give me a
Bane on
strength
you.
check.
No, it's good.
Nobody upstages Mr. Thomas. I bounce off with a 4.
Yep, exactly that. You go running up and just bounce right off.
I don't think there's anything on the other side of this door.
Yeah, let's just not speak of that door and continue forward.
As you go into the last room of this house, you notice that it is a well, and at the center of this room is a roughly 4x4 well that seems to still be functioning, and probably the cause of the dampness of this cellar. As you roll up to it, Jesus. There's still a bucket and a rope, even that could be dropped to gather water from it. And as you kind of lean to look down into the well, the both of you hear whispers almost coming from the well itself. And as you take a moment to realize what it was, you hear, "Where are you, boy? Where are you? Where are you?"
Maybe he's stuck in the well.
Hello, are you all right? I yell into the well.
You hear your own voice echo down, but don't get an exact response. Just every once in a while you hear that same whisper, "Where are you, boy?"
Can we
I,
lower the bucket? See if maybe they can
Yeah.
grab on.
Yeah, let's
They're
lower the
probably a
bucket.
ghost, though.
Oh, definitely. I'm gonna use divine sense.
Okay. Uh,
Uh,
with divine sense, you
celestial, fiend, or undead.
you don't notice like an entity necessarily, but you can tell that there is a presence around this well. But it is not like an entity that could attack you or
Oh.
form itself. There's something, is there presence? But that's about it.
I'm gonna drop a.
An
Is there like
undead
a
specifically.
rock or something that I can drop in the well to see how deep it is? Like listening for when it hits water.
I mean, there's the bucket on a rope that you could lower
Okay.
down.
Yeah, I'll lower the bucket down. Just trying to see how
Okay.
deep it is.
Carrying on your investigation from before, you can guess that it's roughly 50 to 60 feet down before the bucket does hit water, and then unknown depth from there.
If you're in there and you need help, climb into the bucket within the next minute. I just wait there for a minute and then pull the bucket up.
You pull the bucket water up, and it is just stagnant water that has kind of an unpleasant aroma to it, but nothing in it that you can see.
Well, we've done all we can here.
Well, I think we have.
That's good.
Thank you.
Hey.
You know, I'm glad I came into the cellar with you. It ended up being just one room.
Yeah, only the one room that had a well in it.
Well,
We did a really thorough
and
search.
we tried. We heard voices, but it's like, what are we gonna do? Jump down there? No.
No, I don't think so.
Tyr, if you're watching, I'm sorry. And I leave.
All right, you guys head back. Ryvar and Ezra, do you guys take the coffin out, or are you waiting for everyone else?
If the only reason that I would think that Ezra would not take the coffin out is because she's getting caught up in conversation with Ryvar about the fact that Thomas said duty, and that's really funny, but she's really worried about him because he seems to really put a lot of love into a god that doesn't love him back. And if there's anything that she knows about life, it's that you're not supposed to love people who don't love you back.
Yes, Ezra. Love it.
I'm just meditating that entire time and just letting her talk at me.
Perfect.
Yeah, so maybe we didn't do anything with the
I'm like
great.
I'm just like throwing out the occasional
and I that fuels me so much. Like, and I'm just like, you're right, Ryvar. And I think we just need to confront him about it. And I think just maybe he will see that he's way better than he gives himself credit for. Exactly. If we all just slow down.
And while they are searching the cellar and they are having this conversation, Opal, you read the book. So you can confirm that this very much is the journal of the Baron's wife. Since it is her journal, you do not know her name necessarily, but you know that it is her journal. As you read, you know that she this was kind of like a hunting lodge for the family, so this wasn't their main home necessarily, but the Baron would invite a bunch of people to go out hunting with him, and they would all come to this house specifically and then go out into the wilderness to hunt. She hated all of these trips. She kind of detested her husband, but absolutely loved her daughters. She talks about the Baron being kind of the only really redeeming quality being that he was generous, and so he would open his home, open his house for these hunting trips, invite anyone and everyone kind of to come and join, while still being distant and cold to her, relatively so. Uh, describes the love that he had for his dog being more than the love he had for her, and holding their trusty mastiff in the highest of regards. And the this house specifically, she hated also because she was a city girl. She loved being in the city more than anything, and hated coming out to the countryside while nothing was happening. And she didn't do much on these hunting trips because she didn't partake herself. She talks about their firstborn daughter, Sylphine, who was unfortunately born with severe physical deformities and thus was bedridden for pretty much all of her life. Um, the um, the family actually mostly kept Sylphine at this house as opposed to in the city to shield her away from the public's eye. Eventually, her deformities, her ailments got the best of her, and she died at the young age of 6. There is some indication, both in the journal and saying that people were talking about her in this way, that there was suspicion that the Baroness had a hand in the death of her firstborn daughter. Whether tired of it, merciful, that is kind of the dilemma, but there seems to be a rumor of that. Haluth, their other daughter, was born very much as her father's daughter, loved to go hunting, was very good at it, but was unfortunately slain on a hunting trip on her 9th birthday by a wolf while out hunting with her father. Baroness didn't exactly like hold that against the Baron, but didn't exactly absolve him completely of guilt, and that's where a lot of the tension of their further relationship came. She talks about both of the daughters being buried in the graveyard. The final entry talks about her wanting to leave, and doesn't talk about the Baron's death necessarily, just the two child's death. But says that she has begun to hear, quote, evil whispers among the house and graveyard, and she vows basically to leave and never return. And that's the last entry of this journal.
Okay.
Before me and Mr. Thomas go upstairs, I want to just look at Mr. Thomas and just go, I'm sorry, I have to know. And I'm going to turn into a boar and ram that closed door.
Okay.
Well,
I
Give
was
me a
probably
strength check
hearing
with the
that
boar.
like run downstairs, so I heard a loud bang.
Sure.
A boar, surprisingly, not that strong. Not it's
Oh.
only one.
I
more
think
strong.
while Ryvar is meditating, he just opens one eye.
I assumed that you did this so I could ride you, so I'm trying to like get on you.
If I see you trying to ride me, I'll wait.
As you like back up and like prepare yourself, so Thomas
Yeah.
just jumps on and riding with. Give me a strength check. Mr. Thomas, give me a dexterity check.
Do I get an advantage because he's the weight of Mr. Thomas?
No.
Yeah.
It's what I'm gonna say no to.
Dirty 20.
13.
Ooh. Okay. With a dirty 20, you slam into this door and burst it open. With a 13, Mr. Thomas, you're able to stay on, but like just barely. So as he bursts through, as Thane bursts through the door, you're having to like hold the fur pretty hard
Whoa, boy.
to stay on
He's
the back.
used to riding me.
And you also burst into a very small room. It is only 10 feet wide, and you burst in and have to immediately kind of stop yourself from running to the other side of the room. And in this room, you find a simple servant's quarters. So you find a pair of wooden bed frames, a couple wardrobes, an old rug. And that's about it.
I wish that he was on the board and like gets through the door and he's like, yes, and then head just door frame immediately.
he rolled low enough, yes.
Giant boars are big.
They're just a regular boar.
Oh, okay.
I'm painstakingly searching every nook and cranny of this room. There's got to be something in here.
It's just
I'll
a
use-
regular
Okay, give
boar.
me
I'll use
an
my smell.
investigation check.
My nose.
So his legs,
Sniff it out.
He has to like hold his legs up.
I got a 5.
Okay. So Opal, after hearing this crash, you come running down, and you see a boar in this room sniffing around, and you see Mr. Thomas, like, every single inch of one of these bed frames, like, painstakingly, like, pulling off a little piece of splinter, seeing if that did something. Okay, and continuing down, like, inch by inch going through this room where nothing happens.
Sorry to interrupt.
Hello.
What you doing?
A little boar hoof goes up.
We're just searching the room. Me and my boar here.
Looks pretty clear
My
to me.
board thing.
My boar thing.
Should we maybe go back upstairs?
What do you think? I look to Thane.
I'll go in between Thomas's legs to try and like all right, yeah, let's go upstairs.
Oh god, I'll meet you up there, and I run as fast as I can. I'll
Oh
say.
my
I as soon as Opal runs, I kind of bat your nose. Not when other people are around.
I'll like bow my head down in submission.
Oh no! What have we done?
I walk upstairs.
I'll turn back into Thane. Walk upstairs.
Great.
Or no, I'll stay a boar and I'll try to scare Ezra. That's what I'll do, and then I'll turn into rabbit again.
Okay.
Just like I'm gonna
Right,
I'm gonna
so,
bore Ezra,
Ezra,
and then
as you're
right when I
still
get up to her,
talking-
turn back.
as you're still talking to
And I just think he
Ryvar
has an
about
unhealthy obsession with
Yep.
Thane as a horse. And
you
like
see-
it's not the horse thing generally, but it's just Thane as a horse. It just really like is like sweet and innocent, but also concerning.
you see Opal first come out of the house and start walking quickly towards you, holding a book that she didn't have before.
She's got a book.
And
She
kind of
loves
like
books.
looking behind her, not like worried, just like, what did I just witness? And then you see Mr. Thomas next, casually walking, and then you see a boar come running out of the house and just beeline straight towards you.
Does he look like he's chasing us? Or chasing them?
He runs right past them. And,
okay.
And looks like he's heading right for you specifically.
It's Thane.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
thank
know.
God, because I was about to I was about to throw magical hands, okay?
As you are like rolling back to cast a spell, Opal just goes, "It's Thane," and in time stops you.
Come on,
and then-
Opal.
Thane
He was gonna
drops
kill
it.
you.
Oh,
Thank you.
is he? Can he? You can't say that. So are you just like?
I turned back into
Oh,
when she said it's Thane. I turned back into Thane.
well, if he seems disappointed, I'm just gonna cast Gust at him,
Great.
and that is gonna push him back.
We're gonna have so many spells left by the
He
time
needs
we
to
need them.
succeed.
It's a
Yeah,
cantrip.
hopefully you don't have to fight
He
any.
Yeah,
needs a
Gust-
saving throw.
Okay.
I'll fail it and I'll turn back.
Oh,
Great.
Dang it! Everybody's just letting me win today.
All right, everyone, stop. Pranking is sinning. I cannot be around this.
Thomas, no,
Okay.
it's not.
It's not.
I'm just gonna
I can't.
refute you on
Well,
that one.
I
I'm
live
trying-
in a
I just-
temple.
I just want to be on the safe
It's not.
side.
Thane, question, or Thomas, question.
Yes.
Is fucking your friend as a horse sinning?
No.
Oh, are they having sex?
Whoa. First of all, obviously not.
First of all,
Second of all,
the boar.
I just
Look,
feel like
we-
it's something that we are just kind of skirting around as a group. And to be honest, I kind of wonder if we should just be honest with ourselves and not just have this like weird wedge in the middle of our group. Are you guys fucking in horse form?
I don't think we need to get in everybody's personal business, Ryvar.
I
We
think
all have.
I think if
That has
there's a
nothing to do with the mission
relationship,
at hand.
I think if there is a relationship going on in the workplace, it is something that we should all know about. Yes.
Look,
That's
to be
in it.
to be clear, I'm never a horse. I'm always a human.
Okay, I don't know what you're capable of.
And I'm
Okay.
always a horse.
All right.
Sometimes a boar.
This is getting bad.
Okay,
Uh,
you know what? Fine. I guess it's none of my business.
We can't have this
Even though it's
conversation in the
completely my
dead
business.
of night in a cemetery with fog rolling.
No,
We'll
let's
just
go
table
get
it for
this
now. Yeah.
Okay, can you guys help us move this coffin?
Uh-huh.
Of course, I'm very strong.
All right, we'll
Me
say
and
Ryvar and
Thomas.
Mr. Thomas get in to hoist it up, and the rest of you can get the coffin out. And it is now an empty grave. You probably have about an hour and a half before you assume it will be night enough to have this open. So you're all able to get a short rest if you haven't already, and then do anything else you would maybe want to do before of a prep or anything before you cross into the Shadowfell.
Is it?
Oh, by the way, these are the graves of children. I'm not sure if we've all put that together.
Yeah, I
Cool.
mean, me and Thomas did not need to get the coffin out.
Yeah, one was 6 and one was 9.
I just tried to think that they were halfling.
Six,
They
nine.
weren't.
Sucks.
So should we lay in their graves?
So they said that you can't close this place, right? This portal.
Not
They
alone.
can't. That doesn't mean we can't.
Because that's what I'm worried about is like if we're just going over there and like killing some things, like we can't go kill a whole plane's worth of things,
No.
you know. So like,
Seems exhausting.
There's got to be something there if we were brought here.
no, for sure. But like, you know, is it like you're going to another plane of existence to like fight one thing of like thousands of things? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we need to find a way to make portal shut.
Thomas,
Maybe-
can you ask your god?
I need to, please, no one speak. I need to pray. Tyr, please help me. Give me a sign that you're listening right now.
I use my elemental attunement to make like just a stiff breeze of wind like blow past it.
Okay.
Tyr,
I'm just looking at Ryvar.
what? Hey guys, what am I asking Tyr
Oh
again?
my god.
What are we? How can we
Close.
close
Fuck
the
your ass.
portal?
Why the fuck are we here? Why did a raven bring us to this
A
house?
bull. Not to act
Tyr.
like yourself.
Getting very impatient.
You're usually
Okay.
so nice and calm.
My eyes go wide at Opal, and Tyr, don't. I'm sorry about her. How do we close this portal? Please give us a sign, anything. And if you don't give us a sign, then I might have to abandon you.
Oh,
I'll cast Gust.
ultimatums don't work, man.
You can still cast Gust, but Thomas, give me a religion check.
If
Okay.
something actually happens, I won't do it. I don't want Thomas to give up, though.
9.
Okay. You cast Gust.
All right. I think we have to blow the portal shut. I think that's the way I can interpret this.
Give it a shot.
Thank you.
I don't know if I can fit a whole portal in my mouth, but we can try. You said we have to blow it shut?
I'm not hearing this. I'm not hearing this.
I'm a soul. This is.
Opal, give me either a history or arcana check.
Okay. 5. Okay. Let's read it. Ooh. 16. 21.
Nice. we'll say in your readings thus far in your life, you have heard of the Shadowfell. You don't know a lot about it. You've heard of the Shadowfell. You know that these crossings exist and that they just appear, similar to how just sometimes a crossing to any plane can just appear. Um, these ones usually around some sort of either nefarious happening, unfortunate event, things like that. Um, you also know that it's been talked about a lot how to close these, but in all of the different attempts that you've read, there isn't a way. Um, the best thing is to try to cover it or prevent access more than a pile of dirt to go each way to the point of like building something concrete on top of this or around it to keep things out and also in.
Unless somebody has the capability to quickly build a building right here, I don't think that we're gonna be able to close this. Maybe we could send someone back to close it later.
And what is our ultimate? I'm just confused because it feels like if we go over there and we fight some stuff, then in like a couple days time or couple months time, like it's just gonna be bad things.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I just don't know what
I
the
wanted
goal
to
of us
see
to
another
go there
plane.
is. No, I listen. This is a group decision. I'm just saying I don't necessarily know what our goal is.
Well, it was created by the death of the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the daughter is on the other side,
When we need to.
Or
and maybe
I
that'll
mean, it's
close it.
definitely worth.
Maybe,
I'm
maybe
not
there's
saying we
something on the
shouldn't.
other side that.
Yeah, I'm not saying we shouldn't go. We should go. I just think we should all know what our goal
Yeah,
is before
we'll go in and feel it out, kind of
Good to
see
have goals.
where we're going. Not be too
then we'll know
hasty.
till we get there.
Yeah,
Has anybody been to the Shadowfell before?
Yeah.
I've read about it.
Of course, I've never been to the fucking Candlefell before. What?
I don't know your life, bro.
Oh, you're right. I'm so.
So
Okay.
I heard it.
should we?
I heard in the shadow realm everything's backwards, opposite.
I think looking for the lost
I'll be
soul is
ugly.
probably the best.
Did you find anything interesting in the other coffin? Anything that didn't seem right, or the other grave?
Were we supposed to look in the other grave?
Something was. Yeah, the raven was a lost
Oh,
soul.
I'm sorry. Did we dig an entire grave and remove a coffin incorrectly?
Well, then
Ah,
we're supposed to.
just asking.
He's
Wait, were
right,
we
Laura.
not supposed to do like?
No, we have the
Keep your
right grave,
claws
but
away.
the other daughter, the raven, said there's something going on with her grave too, but they didn't elucidate any further.
Well, I wouldn't know. I wasn't invited.
Yeah,
You
but you were
shot
listening.
one.
We all heard you.
I wasn't there.
You did. You
You-
did
Laura.
injure one of them.
Yeah.
So should we check out the other grave, or should we go ahead
I
and
think
lay down
so.
on this one? Or okay. So did they dig at all, or should we dig it? Dig
We'll
it
say
Yeah.
at now
We
you're
only did
getting
the-
close to an hour. So for those that haven't actually rested, if you want to rest, you cannot dig.
I'm resting.
Yeah, I'm resting.
Opal, you searched most of the time besides reading.
I've already rested, so I'll go over there and dig at the other grave.
Use a
I
rest, but I
rested
could.
because
Oh well, you guys got it then. You guys already dug out one grave.
I only have.
How am I the
9
asshole?
I would dig too, but I would be like salty that I had to dig more.
Okay.
We're right here, man.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, so as you guys dig, and the rest are more restful, we'll start your short rest, with the two of you digging, and it's with a shovel with claws, we'll say you get pretty close to the short rest time period. So hopefully when you're done digging, you would still be able to short rest should anything happen. And we are going to take a break at that point, and take a quick break. So if we can keep it to a quick 5, great. If not, at the very most 10, so we can get up to Shadowfell Shenanigans in the last time that we have.
Shadowfell Shenanigans. That should be our group name.
Honestly.
We
Perfect.
already have one. I think
No, we
one
don't.
day we will.
Ezra's gonna just keep. She's gonna at the end be like, we should be called the Shadowfell Shenanigans.
Let's keep it open.
Okay.
Put a pin in that.
Bye.
Put a bit in that. All right, we'll be right back.
Bye.
Hello and welcome back. Picking right up where we left off, we have 3 out of the 5 resting, while Ryvar and Ezra are digging out the other grave in hopes to release the soul of Haluth that seems to be within this raven that has followed you guys / led you guys to this house specifically. It takes you a good chunk of time, but again, it's just a grave, so it's not like digging a hole 12 feet deep by any means. And you see that there is another rather small coffin in this grave. As you get to the coffin, do you take the coffin out? Are you being careful? How are you handling this grave compared to the other one to just empty?
Before we move it, I would very carefully and respectfully.
Okay. As you carefully kind of pry open each of the sides to release the lid from the top of the coffin and pull it open carefully and slowly, as soon as you have it open, probably a good 6 inches, a face comes jutting out of the coffin straight at you, and you see a cursed scarecrow that has taken the place of in her coffin
Oh my
come
God.
running out, screeching. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
God.
I'm glad you opened it respectfully.
Yeah!
Respectfully.
I was told to do this!
Very
Ryvar, what did you
respectfully.
do?
I
Natural 20 on my initiative for
Natural
19.
20
Oh.
for
nice.
19. Oh, I got 22.
Matt did not seem happy that we got a natural 20.
Sorry, Matt.
It's okay.
Alright, let's get all the
Last
tokens
time I got a
down
natural
here.
20, I was like 4th in initiative.
Ezra's helping. We'll say Ryvar's in the grave. Opal's resting over
Ryvar's
here.
great.
Yeah, he died again, didn't you know?
Didn't you hear?
Didn't you hear?
It wasn't all a dream.
I love that my token has a horse in it. Everyone else is a headshot, but mine is just a horse in it.
All right. Let's get these. Do. Where is it?
Do.
There it is. Great. Whoop-a-doop. All right, so you should still all be in the turn order, and hopefully can update it.
I do not see myself.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Yeah.
Still see you guys. That's weird. Let's just boop.
Now I see me.
Yeah, you're all still there from like the last time, but whatever. Set this up real quick. All right.
I got a natural 20. Surely I'm going ahead of someone.
Yeah, you're going ahead of me.
Nice.
What's
All
your,
right.
What's your dexterity? That's an 8.
15.
I'll go.
Ryvar first. Ezra, what's your initiative?
Oh, I put it in like 5 times.
If you're doing it
One-
while other people are editing it.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Ah!
All right.
Oh.
So, those outside of the grave, you see Ryvar kind of disappear into the hole. With Ezra, I assume, because it's a smaller hole, probably waiting on the top to help take the coffin out. But right now, Ryvar's the only one in the hole, and you hear this screech come out of the hole as Ryvar's like just the top of his horns probably pop up again as he stands up in his full height. And we'll start with Ryvar.
Problem! I will kind of back up slightly, but not fully, and just take out my spear and thrust it towards this guy.
Okay,
That is a 15.
that hits.
Right. That is 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, like, slam the butt of the spear into the bottom of the hole and use that as leverage to, like, lift myself up and kick him for my unarmed strike.
Okay.
That is a dirty 20,
Oh yeah.
and that is 5 points of slashing damage.
All right.
And that is my action and bonus action, and I'm not going to move. So that's my turn.
Okay. Opal. Just kind of
Um,
as you were getting into the zone of a nice rest, probably 15, 20 minutes in, you
Always
hear all
happens.
of this happen, and Ryvar scream, "Problem!" What do you do?
I will peek down into the grave, see
Okay.
Mr. Scarecrow, and cast Toll the Dead. So he needs to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Not that great at it. That's a 5.
Okay, so he. Oh my god, 1 point.
Oof.
of damage.
Rough. All right.
That's my whole turn.
Oh, I did that wrong. I math wrong. Okay. All right. Mr. Thomas, you are up.
Gonna get behind the scarecrow
Okay.
so that I can get flanking advantage and attack
Okay.
the scarecrow with my longsword two-handedly.
Okay.
14 to hit,
That hits.
4 slashing.
Okay.
What's your
That's-
modifier?
+3.
So you rolled a 1. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oops. All right, this guy's looking pretty hurt already.
All right, I will stay there. It's my turn.
All right, Thane.
I'll just take a step back and hurl a produce flame.
We'll
at-
say since he is in the hole and coming out of
Oh,
the
he's in the
coffin,
hole.
you cannot see him unless you come up as the others have to the edge.
Would it be in melee, so I'd have disadvantage on range attacks, or no?
I would say,
What if he
it's 6
jumps
feet
in the air and
down.
like slams it down?
Yeah, it's 6 feet down, so I would say if you kind of like don't come right to the edge, but stay like far enough away, I'll be able to say you can like throw it down,
Cool.
as if it's a ranged attack.
Yeah, that's a natural one. So it's fine.
Nope.
It hits
Who
me, but I'm a
knows?
dragon. Oh.
I'll
He's
move.
like,
I'll
"Meh."
move back. I'll move back, or unless I didn't see that other hand, but I did already move back. So if it
You have not seen the hands,
Yeah.
and they're not there. They're gonna emerge, but
and I'm done.
all right. So now, Ryvar and those still around the edge of the coffin. As the scarecrow is also emerging from the coffin, you see 2 dismembered hands
Ugh.
also start crawling out of the coffin and attack you, Ryvar. God, I have not rolled above a 10 yet, so that's great. That's a 9 to hit, for one and a 5 to hit for the other. So they both miss.
Pathetic. Pathetic hands.
They're so decayed that they like claw at you and their fingers just like snap back against your armor before they
Ew.
pop back and reattach and pop back into place as they're on either side of the coffin. And Ezra, it's your turn.
No, thank you. I will witch bolt this motherfucker.
Okay.
Ugh.
Feel bad.
Really?
A witch bolt.
13.
That hits.
1d12. Ooh! That is 10 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And he is illuminated for advantage to everybody else, right? That's
Guiding.
Oh, Witch Bolt is the one that I can just keep doing
Yeah, you don't have to
damage
cast
on
the
every
spell.
turn.
Right,
Okay.
you just keep, yeah.
I was like, I knew it was special.
And is that a... Oh no.
Wild magic! Wild
Yeah.
magic!
Okay,
Did
okay,
you roll
okay,
it?
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I rolled a 4.
Yes.
Oh god,
I
we're
don't
all
even
gonna
have it
die.
up anymore because it was so...
Finally.
Alright.
I'm really glad that I took a couple steps back now.
Oh god.
Oh wait, no, not that.
I hope I die.
That's the barbarian wild
We
magic.
already
I don't
agreed.
want that one. Alright.
Are you
I
gonna
don't
roll
think
it, or
anyone
do
has
I
this
roll
table
it?
memorized, so just go ahead and tell me it, and then I will look at it, and you can look at it, and
it's
we will not say what
D100,
actually
right?
happens. Yep, it's a D100.
And you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've memorized every
Let me
table in the
pull
book.
it up.
Same.
Sorry, I'm pulling it up. Give me like 2
Mm-hmm.
seconds. Do you want me to describe the effect?
I will.
Or okay.
Actually, you don't look at it yet. I'll just, when something happens, I'll let you know.
Okay. I'm not gonna look at it. Ooh, a straight 90.
90,
Nice.
wow.
Straight
I don't know if
90.
that's good or not.
It's gotta be good.
High numbers are always good.
Okay. As you all see Ezra throw this lightning out of her arm and it cracks and crackles all the way to the scarecrow and explodes this scarecrow straw going everywhere. And as soon as she releases it, she disappears.
Fantastic.
Where did she go?
Wait, where did I go?
I'm going to Angie message you. Everybody else, as far as you know, Ezra has just disappeared from her where she is.
Okay, abort mission. Abort mission. Are these?
Is my witch bolt still happening though?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then yeah.
I think
Okay.
muted
I
Zach.
got to do wild magic.
Yay! I'm bummed that it reset though.
I know.
Keep it going.
Oh,
Just,
my
it's
music
just
stopped.
eventually, every time you're casting a spell, wild magic happens.
All right.
I can't wait to get to higher levels. So much cool stuff happens.
Let me
Okay.
get my music going again. All right. So Ezra has become. Shoop.
Wait, but my witch bolt is still happening?
Yes.
Okay. Amazing. What a okay.
It is now the Scarecrow's turn.
Bring it, bitch.
Ryvar, it's going to look at you, and as it's continuing to like awkwardly crawl out of this coffin, its smile just grows and grows and grows, and it just keeps smiling until its like mouth is almost half of its face covered in teeth. And I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
$15.
Okay. You see this and it looks nasty, but nothing happens. And it's your turn.
You. Nature. Yeah, boy, you tip, yeah.
Okay.
That is a 18.
Oh yeah.
That is max damage, 12 points.
As you instead of like slicing through it, you kind of give a nice arc with your spear and just cut through all the straw, so it's almost in half, and it like loses its form and crumbles in a pile of straw at the base of this grave.
The hands still seem
Mm-hmm.
violent.
The hands are still there.
Okay.
Are we about to catch these hands?
I said, do you want to fight me?
Do you want to catch these hands?
Then I will. My movement to run up the cave to here and take a net.
I will say the hands are down in the grave with you.
Oh, okay. So
They're both like basically on either side of the coffin and had come out and crawled out.
if they're that close, then could I technically have advantage on it with Thomas?
Sure. Since he had advantage with the scarecrow, I'll give you advantage.
Okay, cool. So I'll just I slice the scarecrow, and then I'm literally just gonna try to stomp the hand with my scarecrow.
Okay.
That is it. 11.
That unfortunately misses. It's just limber enough to kind of scuttle out of the way as your foot
I like
comes
to think that
stomping
narratively I
down.
can, like stomp a couple times, like trying to.
Yeah, you're like, God damn it.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. Opal. There's 2 hands left.
Just those 2 hands left. Okay, I'm going to take out my mace
Okay.
and just bop the one right in front of me with my mace.
Okay.
Bop it.
19 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Twisted.
Kill it.
7 points.
With 7 points of damage, you almost have to kind of like reach down and like the edge of your mace, similar to a stomp, you like smash it, almost like a mortar and pestle kind of movement, and it just obliterates into dust.
And that's it. That's my turn.
All
I'm gonna,
right.
like, wipe off the end of my mace.
Thomas, there's 1 hand left.
All right, I get over to it, hold my hand out, and then pull it back. Too slow, and then attack it.
Great.
No, that was your action.
No one.
Yeah, full action was
needs a
too slow.
hand.
I just said
14.
thanks for sinning.
14
what?
to hit.
Oh yeah.
6 slashing.
Similar to Opal, as you slash this last hand, it into dust almost, and we are out of combat.
Ezra,
You destroyed everything.
Ezra, are you
Oh, I
here?
forgot about Ezra.
Hello?
Ezra?
If I talk?
Nope.
Oh.
Ezra,
Yeah.
you talk, but no one can hear you.
Hello?
Ezra.
Ezra, what do we do?
I like wave my arms where she was.
Ezra, have you moved?
I would probably not knowing what is going on, just be like waving, like, guys, I'm here. Hello.
So if you stay in that same spot, Ryvar, as you climb up and you kind of just like wave your hands through that area, and as Ezra, you're also kind of waving your hands towards Ryvar. Ryvar, you feel Ezra there, but she is invisible and currently staying silent, it seems.
I would probably think that she's messing with me. Ezra, Ezra's right there. Ezra, why didn't you say something when we said your name?
I didn't know Ezra could turn invisible.
Capable of great.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, that's very wow.
Ezra, are you mad at me still? Is that why you're not talking to me?
Well, should we get in this other grave then, or
Well, I would like to know that she's still here.
What do we do?
Well,
This
I
is
mean, maybe we
confusing
can.
and triggers my attachment issues.
Maybe we can use her. Ezra, if you're mad at me, I understand. But if you want to maybe like hold Opal's hands, so know that you're still with us when we get in this grave.
I'll hold your hand.
Oh.
I'll hold Ryvar's hand.
Riva, you feel pressure. And probably another like 10, 15 seconds go by as you're like, oh, the hand, and start to like prepare yourself to go into the grave, and Ezra appears again.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it's been me the whole time. I've been talking to you this whole time.
Oh, we could not. Can we hear now?
you must have been
Your
on
voice,
We
your
could not
voice
hear
was
you.
lost to the ethereal plane. Oh, or you're on mute.
Whoa. Yeah, I don't know why that happened.
Huh.
mute. You didn't do that?
No.
That wasn't like a spell you cast?
No.
Ezra, would you allow me to perform a seance on you sometime?
Absolutely. Yes.
It's a lot of fun.
Okay. Whoa.
Whoa, you're not. You're getting the standard.
Did you
package.
guys have horse sex during a seance?
No, no.
All right, we have a
Okay,
grave.
let's get in the grave. I really. I started something.
on
I
that
like
note,
take my notebook
we'll-
out and like jot that down.
So as of now, you have yet to see any fog coming out of the grave, and you know that is the telltale sign that the crossing is open or available. So we'll say probably another 30, 40 minutes, maybe even up to an hour, as the darkest time of night is varying. So definitely, if you want to, from that fight, I will let you guys have another short rest to regain anything you may have used, regain more health points that you may have not used. Either way, you can go ahead and just take another short rest after that fight. And then after that happens, as you are all kind of sitting around the grave, you start to notice fog, almost like it's dry ice machine in the bottom of this grave, start to billow out and spread across the full graveyard in a nice coating of fog that is pushing out of the grave itself.
I would like immediately get into one of the graves and just like lay in there. It's happening.
All right, everyone, two places.
There's that.
Thank
We
you,
all get
places.
in
Are
at
we
once?
all getting in together?
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah,
we've
get-
all.
Get
we
on
have
in
to.
here.
Okay.
We all have to fit in this child's grave. So everyone, get in
Anyone
here.
turn into a horse.
Oh,
I will say, general grave size, you can
Okay.
kind of lay stacked on top of each other if you're choosing to all lay down at the same
Yeah.
time in this grave, and I will just want stacking order.
I have heavy
I wanna
armor
be on the
on. I
bottom.
should be on the top.
On the top?
Okay, so Ezra is on the bottom.
I want to be crushed.
I refuse to let Ezra be on the bottom.
No,
I was gonna say bottom
don't-
until you said bottom, and I changed it.
Ryvar!
Ezra, you'll literally be hurt.
No, it's the dirt. Well, I'll sink in the dirt. It'll just be like a hug.
That's not how that works, Ezra.
Like a blanket. Oh.
I'm
Okay.
wearing 80 pounds of armor.
We should do heaviest to lightest.
Yes.
Okay.
Why don't we do
You
like two
Thomas.
groups?
I look. Let's
I
see.
weigh 132 pounds.
Okay.
Roll
So
that.
Thomas at the bottom,
Yeah, then
then Ryvar, and then
Thane.
I'm pretty
Thane.
small, man.
I bet it's Thane, Ezra, Opal. I bet that's how it goes.
Wait,
I don't
Opal's
know.
lighter
Opal's
than me.
pretty tall.
Yeah, I guess. But
I think.
aren't like
Ezra's the
cat bones
swallow.
made at like hollow or something?
I don't know.
Ha-
I
What?
think you're thinking of a bird.
Our cat bones.
I think you're thinking of a bird.
Well, we'll say that's the order. It's not too incredibly serious. But basically, as you're like all kind of like crawl into the grave almost at the same time and then like work to like lie in it and start stacking yourself. Thomas, you lay down and have like a couple deep breaths at the bottom as Ryvar is then laying on top of you. And Ryvar, you feel yourself on top of Thomas and then fall a little bit as Thomas disappears. And then similarly, as you continue stacking, you just slowly.
Keep all hands inside the
I
grave.
told
It's all-
you. I told
Hands
you I would
dispenser.
sink into the dirt.
One by
I'm
one
sorry, you were right.
disappear and are transported into the Shadowfell. I need each of you to give me a
Why?
wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's
Oh,
my worst
no.
one. Just kidding.
That's my best one.
Can I make it a charisma saving throw?
Uh-oh, natural
Oh,
one.
no.
Just kidding. I'm just
Got an
kidding.
8.
9.
8,
I
9,
had a 6 to
1.
it too.
8 there. I got a 15. This is
15?
cool Thomas Shadowfell version.
This cool Thomas
Ryvar?
checking in.
Natural 1.
Oh,
So 2
Wow.
natural ones, 8
Jesus,
and a
we're
9. Mr. Thomas, as the first person in the Shadowfell, you arrive in a grave. And you kind of look around, and you're in a grave. You take a moment to stand up and crawl out. And as soon as you're out of the grave, Ryvar appears. But Mr. Thomas, you can feel a like weight being in this space. You're able to shrug it off, but you as a paladin, as someone who has divine sense and uses it a lot, you know this is a dark place full of many, many dark creatures. Ryvar and everybody else, roll a d6
Right.
for me.
Ugh.
4.
3.
5.
Okay, a 4, a
5.
5, a 3, a 4. So Ryvar, Thane, and Ezra, as you guys get, and we'll say there's enough time between kind of each that you're able to be transported, crawl out of the grave before the next person is, so you're not like too piled onto each other. But Ryvar, Thane, and Ezra, as soon as you're transported to this grave, you step out of it, a feeling of dread succumbs you, and you are convinced this is where you die. And you cannot get that thought out of your head.
Is it a charm?
This place is going to kill you. It is not.
Okay.
I don't think so.
This place ain't no thing for Tommy G.
Yeah, this isn't a charm. This is just like being in this place with this much darkness, with this much bad. That wave of dread overwhelms you. Opal, you said you got a 3?
Yeah.
You believe by seeing how dark this place is, by coming here and not really knowing like why you're here, what you're doing, things like that, you just have this thought that no matter what you specifically or maybe even your whole party do here, you're not going to make a difference to anything or anyone. There's no way.
I don't
So
like
all
this.
4 of you just get this sense of dread and apathy, and just like a weight is suddenly all encompassing you. It just like hangs in your chest almost. Whereas Mr. Thomas, you're ready to like fuck up some
I light up a
undead.
cigarette.
You're ready.
We should just go back.
Yeah, can we get out of here?
No, we came all the way here. Come on, follow me. Let's
Yeah,
do this.
I don't think it's gonna make any difference. We should
I
just
feel
send somebody to pour concrete later, and it'll close it.
Why you guys being such sourpusses?
Look around.
It's terrifying.
It's
Why
not.
are you
This is no
smiling
problem.
so much, Mr. Thomas?
I feel alive. Woo!
Maybe you did pick the wrong god.
Yeah.
As
should
you
I
guys
change it?
are talking, we'll give you a quick visual of
Okay.
what you see.
Oh, all black square.
An all black square.
Nice.
It's technically a rectangle. Sorry, I was wrong.
So you are at the very bottom.
This is like the upside
Why
down.
didn't you do it? Do what I told you to do. There we go. So you are at the very bottom of this image. And what you see is somewhat of a replica of where you came from, but also not. There are far more graves, and this entire thing seems like a graveyard. There's gravestones, both broken, still intact, just like clearly you're in the middle of a cemetery, and instead of a house in the distance, there's a mausoleum. But roughly where you came and the mausoleum is a rough layout of the house and the graveyard you just came from. But the grass is dead. Any trees you see around are dead. It very much seems similar and yet different from the world you just came from.
Is there a little bald girl in a hospital gown?
Not currently.
Okay, cool.
12.
All right, everyone.
It's Ezra.
It's I don't know what's happening to you, but snap out of it. Let's go kill some evil. Onwards. I trounce. I skip up to the door.
Okay.
Oh,
Does
God.
everybody that has less good feelings about this place follow? Does
I've
anyone
already
stay
seen
behind?
you guys
I mean, I
die
wouldn't want to
once.
be.
Maybe it actually happened.
What?
Already dead.
No.
And I'll just walk forward after that.
Great.
I mean, we can't let him go alone.
All right. Go ahead and put yourselves in a rough marching order that you'd be heading.
I want to be in the center. I want to be crushed in the middle.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I can't draw myself.
And
I'll pull
missing.
from the back, but I can't.
Are you
Oh,
pulling
same.
from the handouts or the tokens? Because sometimes I pull from the handouts.
I was pulling from the handouts.
There it is.
Idiot.
Happens to me.
And there we go.
That's incredibly stupid of you.
All right. Well,
Wow,
I'm gonna go
guys.
to bed.
Wow. Wow.
JK.
Okay, as you walk up to this mausoleum, Mr. Thomas leading the way, you can see that there is a gate, so you can kind of see into it. Can't really make out too many details, but you can tell that there's an open room, another room but beyond even that main room. But as you approach this gate, Ryvar, with your passive perception, you would notice, we'll call it a disturbance in the ground around you. And as you walk through this cemetery and up to this gate, the closer you get, the more of kind of like you can just see some rocks and dirt being shuffled around that shouldn't be. And as you approach within 5 feet of this gate, everyone can see these 2 gargoyles that are above the gate itself, currently looking down. Can't really tell if they moved or not, but they are currently looking down at you as you walk up to the gate. And Ryvar, you see the first hand come exploding out of the dirt, and a decaying, disfigured hand start to claw its way out of the dirt, and another and another and another, until there are hands seemingly all around you popping out of the dirt. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh my God. Why
No
did we do
problemo.
this? Ooh.
Oh, I don't roll that dice anymore tonight.
Okay. Oh, on the wrong one layer. All right, everyone should now be able to add your initiative.
Would I get advantage because I saw them coming up?
Oh, we'll get to that in a second.
Ugh.
No.
So no, I don't get to read.
You don't get to roll, but you will have something because you have a high perception.
You'll be the
You'll
first
get
to
a
see yourself
helping
die.
hand.
Oh,
All right. Looks like everybody's in. Wow. Highest roll is a 14.
Whoa. God almighty.
Wow.
So Ryvar, you noticed this enough, and I'll say before initiative started, you gave everyone a heads up of there are arms and things coming out, and all of you notice this immediately. Close to a dozen of these arms appearing and starting to claw their way out of the dirt. You
Yeah, a dozen.
about a dozen. Uh, you don't see any of them fully out yet, but this is basically a setup round of these all are coming. You can see roughly where they are. And you just can't really judge where they are coming out completely just yet. But there's a lot of them. They're all over. You can hold your actions, but this first round they are spending their turn getting out of the dirt, and so you will have this either hold action, preparing actions, things like that to do during this first round, and then the next one will be more turn based.
Okay.
So
I'm holding
Ezra.
my sword like a golf club.
What are you holding? Are you holding something? Do you want to move somewhere else? I will say you see them like everywhere. There's one here, a couple over here, a couple even back here, and then also over here and over here. So they're really everywhere.
Oh, okay.
And like I said, there's about a dozen.
Sorry, I'm just reading. How Ryvar has been kind of looking at his background. I was looking at my background just now because I am the haunted one background. And this seems pretty haunting. But it says that I have a monster hunters pack.
Okay.
And so it says containing a chest, a crowbar, a hammer, 3 wooden stakes, a holy symbol, a flask of holy water, a set of manacles, a steel mirror, a flask of oil. That's a lot. So I think that I would probably root around, and I would like to think it's just my satchel has everything, and
okay,
I
sure.
would take the holy water and I would just start going like this on all of the things.
Okay, by things do you mean your party members, your weapons?
No,
the hands that you're seeing?
Because they're coming towards us, aren't they?
Not yet. You see, there are hands starting to claw their way out of the ground. They have not formed up. You can hold your action.
No. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my action to... I have this oil of sharpness.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it on one of my daggers.
Great.
Nice.
Okay. So Ezra spends her turn preparing her dagger. Anything else?
No.
Bonus action or anything?
I don't think I have... No.
Okay. Opal.
I'm gonna hold my action until one of them is completely out of the ground.
Okay. Rough direction. Once they all appear, we can choose one, but just rough direction. Are you looking kind of which quadrant? Northeast?
The one that's closest to us.
Okay. Okay, I know which one that'll be. Got it? Okay.
And the action that I'm gonna hold is my turn undead ability.
Okay, great. All right, next up is all of these creatures coming around you. So as you guys are seeing these hands and preparing attacks and everything, and Opal, you'll get your attack right after this. But they
sorry, this can actually affect more than one. So just so you know.
Oh, okay. Good to know. They spend all of their turn climbing out of the dirt and just setting themselves above ground. But you see 12 now surrounding you, ghouls.
12?
Got him.
Gabagools.
That's scary.
Get all these guys
But
over.
they're not actually gonna go yet.
Correct. That is, they have their whole first turn is just getting out of the dirt.
Oh my god. That's not a Gould.
But
Thank you,
Opal, since
thank
you
you.
held your action until they are fully in view, you are more than welcome to now use it.
This turn
So
undead is gonna be awesome.
I present my holy symbol, and I sort of just like whisper a prayer under my breath.
Mm-hmm.
And each undead that I can see or hear within 30 feet of me must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let's get just testing. That is all of them.
Sick.
So we're gonna roll them in groups of 3, so I don't have to roll 12 times.
Hell yeah.
Fair.
The first one, it's a wisdom save.
Yeah,
Gets a 7.
fails.
Next one's a 13.
Fails.
Next one's a 15.
Succeeds.
Next one's a 13. So all fail except these 3 at the bottom here.
So all of them that failed have to spend their turn moving as far away from me as they can. They can't willingly move within 30 feet of me. It can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from from an effect that prevents it from moving. It doesn't say that there's any like re-rolling.
Yeah, we had this with
Yeah, I
Matt's,
think
and
if
we
they
just said it's
take
just
damage.
it just lasts until they take
Yeah.
damage, yeah? So
Yeah.
as long as they're running away from you, they'll use their full action and movement to get roughly 60 feet away from you each turn.
Great.
And I would say enough of them are affected by this that anyone's turn that is to follow, you know which ones are affected and now look less aggressive and running towards you and more like, I need to get away. Okay, great. So that was that full turn for the ghouls. I'm gonna mark
cool.
everything, but Thomas, you are up. I'm just gonna
So-
give all of these a little
Yes.
dot to show they're scared.
I'm just checking out the dots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking to see.
I'm just
Just
looking.
checking
I'm
the
just taking a
dots.
little gander at the dots
It's
here.
basically those that are in that kind of southeast corner were the only ones not affected.
Okay. So I can pick out the ones that aren't affected.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna come down to face this one that is not affected
Okay,
and attack it with my sword.
great, do it.
15 to hit.
That hits.
All right. 1 level divine smite. So 4 slashing and
Okay.
6 radiant.
Oh,
Such a bad roll.
oh my god.
Horrible.
It felt bad. That felt bad.
That's
All
not
right,
your
so
fault.
it's 10 total, and I don't think these guys are.
You gotta find a new god, man.
Yeah, for
I thought this
Hell
was
yeah.
this is a new me in the Shadowfell.
All right,
Yeah.
he is looking very hurt.
Oh,
He is
wow.
barely standing up after the radiant flash of your weapon cuts into him, and he's looking dazed and bloodied even more than he was, but he is still standing.
Shit. I could curse in the Shadowfell.
Makes sense.
That's
when in
my turn.
Rome, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, up next is Thane. Similar to everyone else, you can tell which of these look different and which still look aggressive towards you.
I will take my starry form as an archer. Not that. I'll just use, as part of that bonus action, I'll make an attack the same one that Mr. Thomas attacked.
Okay?
It's gonna be a 17 to hit.
That hits, and he had 1 hit point left, so
Okay.
he gone.
Perfect. Then my action, I will huck a guiding bolt at the one that's just directly to the right of the one that just died.
This one?
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
13.
That hits.
Guiding bolt doesn't leave. 4d6. Oh my god.
Hot damn.
How is that a first level spell? 6, 11, 14, 15 points of radiant damage.
All right. He explodes in a blinding light of radiance and is also a dunzo.
And as I'm doing that, I'm saying, we're all gonna die!
Perfect. All right. Ryvar, you're up next.
I think
I'm gonna
Ryvar-
move where Mr. Thomas was. I'm just gonna move up there.
I think Ryvar
Okay.
wouldn't do this if he was under normal circumstances, but feeling like, you know, his death is imminent. He's not old wise Ryvar yet, or older wiser Ryvar, so he's kind of pissed. And so he is just going to very calmly walk to right here, and as he's walking, he like inhales deeply and just in a line of flame at these.
All right. They need to make a.
Dexterity saving throw.
I imagine he walks like one of the characters from like old school GTA, where he's just like,
Yeah.
A 14. I just rolled for. I'll keep in group a 3 until we get them down lower. So.
All right. Well, they all 3 succeed then. And they fuck. Take
fuck?
3 halves to
Sorry,
1 point of fire damage. That's
Oof.
great. Love that they all rolled together. I am then going.
I can't
to...
wait till older, wiser Ryvar.
I am then going to bonus action just bitch slap the one right in front of me.
action, bitch
For a
slap.
14.
That hits.
And that does at least max damage, 8 points of slashing damage.
He is looking very hurt.
oh
And
no.
then I am just going
They're-
to roar very loudly, and stay right there.
Okay.
Dragonborn is upset.
Yes, very much.
That makes sense. Oh, I didn't loop this music either. Cool. Boop. All right. Next, as you guys are distracted by these ghouls, Thane and Ezra.
Actually, I'm
and
sorry,
probably
JMO. I'm going to use a key point and attack him one time as a bonus action.
Okay.
Because I'm pissed off. That is a 22 to hit
Oh yeah.
for a total of 7 more points of slashing damage.
You slash the crap out of him, and he is in pieces.
And
And
then I
charred.
literally just step on his dead body and go towards the other two. And that will be the end of my turn.
So those that are by the door and roughly aware of their surroundings, you can hear or see the cracking of stone in these gargoyles as they crack to life and stare down
Gino.
at you
Come on.
and join the initiative order.
No problem.
Good thing I walked up to this door.
And
Damn it.
here's a nice little visual
In
of
all
these
your
guys.
years of D&D, how have you not learned to stay the fuck away from doors? That's
Yummy.
terrifying.
Thane
Uh,
hasn't played D&D though.
So
you're
these
right,
guys
you're right.
crack to life and jump down from above the door on either side of Thane, flanking you, and thus both getting advantage on
Oh,
their
God.
attacks.
Love it, love it. And notice how she said on their attacks.
I have an AC of 14, just letting you know.
Okay. First attack is a 15 on the die.
Great.
Next attack is a 15 total.
Beautiful.
Next attack misses. Next attack hits. So you get so the first one bites at you and then claws at you, both hitting with
It's all a dream.
a total of, wow, I
This
rolled
is
2
fucking
ones, so
reality.
2 points of
Oof.
damage.
Good.
Okay.
The
I knew
next
we were
one
gonna
bites at you but misses. But as you dodge its bite, gets you with its claw and does 5 points of slashing
die. These
damage.
gargoyles ain't shit. So good.
All right, Ezra, back at the top of the turn order with a 14, which boggles my mind.
Well, I was gonna help Ryvar, but now these little goobers are coming,
Don't
and
help me.
so I am going.
I rolled none of those with advantage, I just realized.
Go for it. Roll it.
No, I already moved on. I mean, 3 out of 4 hit, so
Yeah.
I just rolled shittily for the
3 out of
damage.
4 ain't bad.
Should be a natural 20.
That's
If
true, but
I
that's fine.
if I because gust is a it just it doesn't have like a what does it say? Seize the air and compel it to create one of the following effects. Are these medium creatures?
Yes. Well, they're medium elementals because they're made out of stone, but
I want to do gust on this one to
Okay.
push it back the 5 feet.
okay.
So it has to succeed on a strength saving throw.
Alrighty. A 14.
It meets.
Okay.
Well, I did less than Ryvar. That's my turn.
Okay. All right, Opal.
I am going to just kind of step to the side here. So this guy's gonna have to run away from me as quickly as he can when he can.
Mhm.
And then toss a guiding bolt at this one.
Okay. Sorry, which one I was looking down?
This one.
The gargoyle? Okay.
Yeah. And get. Oh no. I don't have advantage for any reason.
For any reason.
For any
Any
reason.
reason? No.
I'll take anything.
That's an 8 to hit.
Advantage because I'm a little bitch. Like anything. I'll
Like
take
anything.
I would take that.
No, it misses.
Well, then that's my turn.
All right. It is now the ghoul's turn. So this one. Oop. Wrong layer. I'm just gonna make all of these disappear. That one runs away. That one runs away. That one runs away. That one runs. That one runs. That one runs. And the rest are still here. Right, so marking. They have ran 60 feet. All right. So our remaining ghouls. Oh well. This one, those two are gonna attack Ryvar. This one's gonna run up and attack Thomas. So Ryvar, we'll do the 2 against you first. They are both going to try to bite you. I think the first one misses. That's a 12. And wow, a 12 again. So they both miss. I don't want to use that die anymore. Mr. Thomas, you also get bit. And that one is a
Bring it on.
16 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw
What? But Ryvar didn't have to make a Constitution saving throw.
because he didn't get bit.
Oh yeah. 19.
Yeah, that saves. So you
No
take
problem.
3 points of slashing damage. Or I guess piercing.
All right, no
Um,
problem.
And that was all of the ghouls that aren't running away or dead. Thomas, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna attack this guy. How dare he bite me? 19 to hit.
Yeah.
One level of divine smite. Well, probably wasted it. Okay, yeah, 28 points of damage.
Oh god. There is nothing left of this ghoul when you hit it. He is outright obliterated.
All right, that felt good. I'm gonna run up here, and in my turn.
Okay. Thane, you're up.
I will cast Summon Beast, and a little bunny rabbit is gonna appear right next to Ezra.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see when it goes.
Oh my
In
God, I
combat,
love
it
it.
shares their initiative account, but it takes
it's
its turn
wearing a
immediately
headband.
after yours. Okay, so it'll take its turn immediately after I take it. And then that's my action. Bonus action, I will. It's going to be a disadvantage, but I will guiding bolt, or not guiding bolt. Do my archer thing to the one to the left of me.
Okay.
That's a natural one.
Oop.
And it's a disadvantage anyway. Doesn't matter. And that is my turn, and then it'll be the bunny rabbit's turn.
Mm-hmm.
It gets advantage because it has pack tactics.
Nice.
And
The bunny has pack tactic.
it's a bestial spirit
That's still
stat block.
I love it.
11 plus what is its attack? So my spell modifier, so 17 to hit.
Oh yeah.
So it does 1d8 plus 4 plus 2, so 1d8 plus 6. And that's an 8, so 14 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
And that is its turn.
All right, it is looking. That gargoyle is looking pretty hurt. And Ryvar, you're up.
I'm
Two
gonna look at
ghouls
these.
that just missed you.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at these two ghouls and say, "Niet ja je boeien tebje brach," and then I'm gonna walk away.
What did you call that?
Yeah, in Draconic, you would have heard me say, "I don't have to kill you, idiots." I walked away.
Yeah.
So I get an opportunity attack from both.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were saying that as like a I disengaged,
No,
but
I
okay. So they both
Walk
try
away.
to claw at you as you walk away. Oh my god, miss again. That's a 13.
Nope.
Cool.
I like, he like opens up his zen and just like dodges
just
as
like-
he walks away. And then he's going to use the remaining feet to kind of like get some momentum, jump, and thrust with his spear at the back of this gargoyle. Facing
Okay.
Thane at advantage.
At advantage.
That is a dirty 20.
Oh yeah.
And 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to... Yeah, I'm not going to do Glory of Bows. I'm just... One bonus action attack, and that's a natural 20.
Nice.
So that is 8 plus...
You don't have to roll. He has less than 8 hit points left.
Oh, nice. Okay, perfect.
So you do. This is your unarmed attack.
Yeah, so I thrust with my spear, and then
I like to think that you like that point in your shoulder that you can hit, and it like makes people go like jelly. You hit that, but on the stone, and it just crumbles to the ground.
Yeah. And then I just look up at Thane and give him a nod, and then turn around to face the ghouls that I'm sure are probably. That's the end of
All
my turn.
right. It is the gargoyle's turn, and it's going to continue to attack Thane. So far, it's the only one that's seen do damage besides Ryvar. But it doesn't have advantage anymore. First attack misses. Second attack is a 17,
Hits.
and that is a 4 point of slashing damage.
Cool.
And that is its turn. Ezra, you're up.
Oh. I'll just like take my dagger and just like jab at the gargoyle that's attacking Thane with
Great.
the
The sharpness.
spicy dagger. And that is a 13.
Misses.
God damn it.
Even with your spicy dagger, you can't quite pierce through the stone skin of this gargoyle.
I will say, and you don't have to
This
do
is
this
really
because
fun.
you didn't think of it, but could get to the other side of the gargoyle, have advantage, and not get an opportunity back on you. Have to do it.
But wouldn't I have to go through Thomas?
I mean, you would. I mean, I guess that's up to Jim.
I don't think they can occupy the same.
I was gonna
space.
say you're both not like neither of you are small, so I don't think
Yeah.
you can occupy the same space. So you would have to like disengage enough to get around Thomas.
I mean, at this point, I'm scared and nothing I do is working, so I'll just back up. And if that means an opportunity to attack them, so be it.
Okay.
At least something will happen.
That's a hit on the first, and the second misses, so you get 4 points of piercing damage.
Cool. I'm down. Just kidding.
All right, Opal, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna bop over here. Maybe here to get a better aim, and then I'm gonna toss a guiding bolt at this guy. And this time it's gonna hit. Ooh. Wait, what is it? Plus 6. Okay, so 17.
Oh yeah, definitely hits.
Cool. So that's gonna be 10,
What is that? What's that?
13
What's what?
points of
Nothing.
radiant damage. What?
I'm sorry, how many?
Nothing.
13
many points?
points of radiant damage.
Nice. He's looking bloodied, one could say.
That's all.
And this was a guiding bolt. This isn't one of the advantage ones.
Nope, just a guiding bolt.
Guiding
Okay.
bolt is the advantage one.
Yeah,
I don't think she knew what you were asking.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
Guiding bolt is the
It does
spell that if you
46
hit-
and
if you hit
advantage.
them, they have
Oh.
advantage on.
Yes, that one. Yep.
Okay. Then he's a glowing.
He's a glowing.
Oh, wow.
All right. Up next is the ghouls. So they continue to run away, and you see them continuing to run off in the distance. While the two that are left do come up and follow you, Ryvar.
He classically like spear behind his back.
Perfect. All right, we'll see. All right. Boop, 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 boop. That's an 18 on the die.
I quickly learn and cast the spell shield.
All in one reaction. But
Yeah,
the
that's-
second one's a 5 on the die, so that misses.
Yeah, first one.
Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
That's a natural 20.
Hell yeah. Nothing happens with that then, and you take 5 points of slashing damage.
I
That is the ghoul's turn. Thomas, you're up.
What a learning.
All right. Sorry, Ezra, I was in your way, so I'm gonna come over here and attack this gargoyle with advantage.
Double advantage, except not really. But
Yes. 13 to hit.
The gargoyle that misses.
Yikes. That's my turn.
All right. Thane, you're up.
I will. Most of my stuff is range. So I'm just gonna bop him with my horse ass.
Your horse ass?
19 to hit. I'm gonna bop him with my horse's ass.
Yep.
So 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
He's looking very hurt, but still is up.
So then I'll stay there. It'll be my bunny's turn. Do I want to move him over? I'll attack that ghoul to my left. So he has
Okay.
advantage of pack tactics. So it'll be 16.
Yeah, that hits.
So that's max damage. So that's 8 plus 6, 14 points of piercing
Ooh.
damage.
Your bunny. What is your bunny's attack?
It
Like,
bites
does
it
it
with
like
its bunny teeth.
bites or does it
Yeah.
thump with the feet?
Yeah, I guess it does like a cool like pushes its front paws off the ground and like kicks into it with its back paw.
Perfect.
Back paw.
As your buddy does that, it snaps the head back and like
Nice.
detaches it from its body, and it falls down,
Nice.
incapacitated. All right,
And then yeah, that's it. I'm done.
Ryvar.
I am going to look at the two ghouls, or the one ghoul now that's left. How's he looking? Even damaged? He's been damaged, right? I
He
put him on
he
fire.
was damaged.
Oh, the 1 point of fucking damage.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, well then I'm definitely still gonna do this. Well, just one of them. Ugh, fine. I am going to throw my spear up in the air and then jump and kick him for an unarmed strike as a bonus action,
Okay.
which is 6-13 for the ghoul.
That hits. Yes.
Okay. That is then going to be 6 points of slashing damage, and then I land and catch my spear and use the momentum to slice it down for another attack on him.
Okay.
And that is a 17 on the die.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a total of 11 points.
Yep. You killed this mofo.
Meanwhile, I'm
All
gonna
right.
hit once.
All
Everybody
right.
has
Is
those
that the end of
days.
your turn?
I will then use my movement to get right here.
All right. Gargoyle is up next. It is going to use its attack on Thane again. First one
Bring
hits.
it.
Second one misses. La, la, la. So you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Alright, I'm looking pretty hurt.
You're fine.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas.
Got a healing potion.
Ezra, you are up.
Ryvar, get out of my way! And I'll
do the
run.
splits.
I run. Well, no, I'll run over here, and I'm
I
gonna
still do the
cast.
splits.
Just to show that I can.
Great job!
I
I'm
don't like it
gonna,
when you mock my accent.
The good work. I will cast Witch Bolt, but I'm going to do so at advantage because I'm
Mhm.
going to use my Tides of Chaos.
Hey.
And I don't really know how that's different than just rolling. I think you get. Oh, I don't have to roll to see if I get wild magic. You can just decide from now until this, until I have a long rest. you can
Mhm.
just tell me to roll
Oh.
wild magic on any
Right.
first or higher level spell.
Okay.
So just so you know. But I get advantage, which is great because that was a 3. And that was a 7, so this is going really well for me. So a 7 plus 6.
Yikes.
7 plus 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a gargoyle, unfortunately, that misses. Since you missed, I will have you roll on the table.
At least something might happen.
1 or a 2 at this.
What?
It's a 1 or a 2 at this
You
point.
just roll on the
No, so I use Tides of Chaos. So
This is a
a-
magic table.
We're
No.
rolling, baby.
Oh,
anytime.
whoa,
So
whoa.
I don't have to roll to
I
see if
understand.
she
understand.
just gets to decide.
You still might do wisdom.
I got a 90 again, so no thank you.
Yeah, reroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Reroll.
you re-roll it.
Reroll.
That's not
If it's in
fun.
the same day, come on.
35.
Okay.
That's good.
Good roll.
I've
good
memorized
roll.
Good
table,
roll, good
that's good.
roll, good roll. We all know what that means.
And
35 is
maybe
good,
it's that I
36
obliterate the enemies in front of me.
Oh no, she doesn't seem happy. You gotta do
All
it.
right.
Jimbo.
Roll a d10 for me.
That's how many new friends you get.
10 more ghouls.
That's how many new friends you get. A D10.
You hit the gargoyle,
Mhm.
it multiplies by 10.
7.
Oh God.
What?
7.
7? And you said you rolled a 35, right?
Yeah.
You you feel yourself get younger and you reduce your age by 7.
I'm 9.
9?
For how long?
I think forever.
You are a child.
Yes, the perfect wild magic. Finally,
Honestly,
we've
your
done it.
personality, your age matches your personality now.
It was a 50-50 shot of if it would be older or younger, depending on the roll. And if
nothing
it was
changes.
odd, it went younger.
Nothing changes with my.
Nope, it's just your age. You just age up or down.
And I'm just 9 now?
Yeah.
9.
Am
You're
I?
just a baby.
That means
I don't know if you're gonna
canonically
be able to work
between
at that
now
tavern.
and between now and later sessions, you wild magic and age up back up somehow.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're just gonna
9
say,
years
oops.
go by.
Or
7
it
years go
just
by.
is 9. Or I'm just 9
Or
that whole time.
or she's just 9 and she
We
just
need to have a
acted a
talk
little
Why
bit
are
more
we
about the
mature.
9-year-old.
dealing with the child?
Yeah, we need to have a
But, I
talk
mean,
about
She's
our
a
party.
big part of it.
In my thoughts is your age changes, but you still have lived the life that you have led.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so you are a 9-year-old, but you act no different than
But I
Ezra.
have a giant scar and one white eye, and like, yeah.
100%.
Creepy.
Okay. Am I taller or shorter or anything?
Were you
I mean,
taller
you're
7
9,
years
so
ago?
you would be a little shorter.
Yeah, you
because
haven't hit your
I think
growth
as
spurt
you
yet.
age
Yeah, you're
down.
fucking 3 feet tall, dude.
All right, well that
you
was
lose
Ezra's
2
turn.
full feet.
Then-
You're back to you have to go through puberty again.
Oh no.
I don't even remember any of the first time, so.
Oh well, hey, there you
Oh,
go.
hey,
Hey,
that's nice.
this
That's
is just
fine.
you living.
yeah, you just
memories.
gotta restart your childhood.
I do.
That's gonna be held. Opal, you're up.
Amazing.
You said the gargoyle in front of us is bloodied.
Opal turns into a
Yes,
kitten.
very, very, not very, very, but very hurt.
If you roll that one again, you have to take it, even if.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Five.
there's 2 numbers with that one, so if it's a 35 again, I will say no. But if you roll the other
Ah.
one,
I will just toss another guiding bolt at it. Wait, has anybody been rolling with advantage at this gargoyle? Has anyone
I
been
haven't.
attacked?
Yeah, he
I
did
missed
miss.
with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do I get advantage?
No.
Mm.
Just the
Oh
next
yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
well, yeah,
no,
that's
no.
true. If it's
Does it say the next attack that hits?
No,
if it's a
not that
spell,
hits.
Oh, okay, so it's just the next.
I don't think so.
I wasted your spell.
The end of your next turn. Any attack roll made against this target before the end of your next turn.
then
Well,
yeah.
There's no way.
It's just it says the next attack roll made against the target.
Yeah,
Oh, my bad.
Oh,
Before
okay.
the end of your day.
Yeah, so no,
Yeah, I wasted
that'd be
it.
so broken.
I still got a 24 to hit.
that hits.
So let's see. 6, 8, Ooh. 14, 18. Yeah, 18 points of radiant damage.
Ooh. As you send this spell towards it, you just see through the cracks that were already formed, it's just like light until it just shatters completely. And as that happens, uh, Thane does a 12 hit? No, sorry.
Yeah.
17 hit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it does. My bunny is gone now because I failed my concentration.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
okay.
I rolled a natural one.
As soon as the gargoyles are both destroyed, Thane, you see out of the corner of your eye running through the mausoleum at you. Oop.
I have 7 hit points left. Just letting everybody know. Oh my god, what the fuck is that, J-Mo? Come on.
This is
Come on.
where'd it go?
It's
it
my
Haluth?
birthday.
Coming out of the crypt at the far end of this mausoleum, now that its gargoyle protectors have been dead, is this man with wispy white hair, but clearly dead for a very long time, but clad in armor and ready to attack. And Thane, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Great cheekbones on that guy.
3.
Where's Arya Stark when you need her?
All right. So you take you take 5 points of necrotic damage, and your maximum hit points are also reduced by 3.
Okay.
Cool.
3 or 5?
Sorry, by 5.
By
Like it-
5, okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, you're still alive.
I have two hit points.
And you just see this hand come out from the rails on this gate and just grab your shoulder, and you feel this necrotic energy course through your veins, as well as some of your life leave through this contact. And that was its turn. All of our ghouls are dead. Thomas,
All our ghouls are dead.
If I
Thane, you
get-
are a small creature, correct? Or you can share the same. Or are you...
There was a session, I forget what happened, where you said that you
I
could
can't
choose,
remember
and you specifically chose
chose.
small, I thought.
I think I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes.
I think it was in the bookshelf fight.
Yes.
Oh,
okay,
sure.
well,
Yep. Okay.
I will stand proudly over top of little old Thane.
Thank you.
Is this door is closed? Does it
I got the
open
Yeah,
best
it's
view in
it's
the
an
house.
iron gate, so he reached his hand through, so you could also attack through,
Okay.
if you so choose.
How tall's the-
Okay. Yes, I will attack.
Okay.
Eight.
Oh,
That is
I'm going to. Is this door? It's a door, a gate. Does it open inwards?
yes.
I'm gonna try to open the door. Just
Okay.
like go inside a little bit, like here if I can.
Go ahead and give me a contested strength. We'll let this be a bonus action as you're
Okay.
trying to slide in. But he's standing in front of the door, and I would guess probably doesn't want you in. So
No problem. I've been doing strength checks all night, baby. 12.
oh my god.
10. So you are able to just push it open enough that you can squeeze by and get inside.
Okay, I'm gonna end my turn right behind him.
Great. Thane, you are up.
Out the-
Cool.
Disengage.
So it's a bonus action to drink a potion.
That you have, yes.
If I use my bonus action on something else, can I use my action to drink a potion?
I would say yes.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to use my rabbit hop to drop to jump 10 feet without taking attack of opportunity.
Nice.
And then I'll just move an extra way. And then I'll use my action to drink a potion, and I am done.
So your bunny's gone, you said?
Yeah, Bunny's gone.
Okay. All
I
right, Ryvar.
heal.
Oh, sorry.
8 points.
Nice.
I step up to this open doorway and I look back at Ezra and I say, Ezra, stay back. Opal,
You are 9.
you are 9
Yes.
fucking years old.
You have the moment of Ezra Stivac. Wait.
Opal, we need your deity.
What?
And then I'm going to so I will first just thrust at him with at advantage.
Okay.
Because I'm flanking, right?
Yeah.
It's a 19 on the die plus 6, 5.
Oh, yeah.
That is 5 plus 4, 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
I am then going to use my last 2 key points to one flurry of blows, but also I like breathe out of my nose and fire snakes around my legs, and I use my spear yet again to like get leverage, jump up and kick with both my legs that are on fire.
Nice.
First one is a 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Second one is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so these are 10. 8.
Just give me the total.
Okay, that's not bad. That's 8 plus 7 is 15 plus 5 is 20. 28 total points.
Ooh, hot damn. You take a huge chunk out of this guy, and he is looking very hurt already.
And then I'm just, once again, like, I'm so pissed that I'm here. I'm just like, "Roar!" Just growling. And,
All right.
I don't, can I use my, like, or am I able to just, like, crouch so that people, like, can't get past me, but at least can, like, shoot above me if they want to do range stuff?
Yeah, I would say since you haven't used like all of your movement, you can then just kind of duck
Yeah.
a little bit so
Yeah.
people have clear. Sure.
That's it.
All right, little baby Ezra.
Help! I'm a widow.
Oh no!
I will
Her
try.
speech impediment's back.
I tried really hard when I was a kid to get rid of it.
I just now remembered that.
Oh no! My
Please.
trauma is coming back.
Oh god.
I
Alright.
will just go ahead and do witch bolts again.
Okay,
Which
Don't
bolt?
forget Tides of Chaos.
shut up.
Disc bolt.
This bolt.
Oh, cute.
Oh, it's a 15 plus 6.
That hits.
Yay! This is so good. It is so nice.
Just a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
A 9-year-old healthy.
Oh, that's a critical hit. That's 12.
Ezra, how does your 9-year-old self kill this
Yeah.
creature?
So, kids, I'd like to take a minute to talk about going back into your childhood to really sort out your problems. They will all come through your hands in the form of lightning magic, and it will really pound down your enemies.
Yeah.
I would
Love
say all
it.
that into the camera and then turn 9
Yeah,
again.
naturally. Love it.
Did
All right.
Did I win?
It makes sense that Ezra's crazy enough to think that people are just watching her.
Oh, 100%.
Did I win?
So we are now out of combat.
Oh, finally. How did I miss all of those and then get the killing blow?
I don't know. I mean, I was really looking forward to you missing in another wild magic, but
No, I can. You can still do a wild magic because
I know. I just told myself because I don't want to do it like every time you cast a spell.
But we haven't got to do it. Maybe I'll turn back
well,
to being
we have some
16.
time. Maybe you'll do something and need it
Okay.
again. Who knows? So I will
15
say
minutes.
now the ghouls are still running away for the next probably only 30 seconds, but they are a significant distance away. You don't know if they will come back or be dumb enough to be out and about and then be like lumbering around willy-nilly, as they are probably going to be hundreds of feet away. But
I'm exploring.
for at least the next little bit, you can explore this mausoleum.
Should we take a long rest?
I tossed Thane my other eye healing.
Is
Thank you.
everyone okay?
I'll take that.
I'm okay.
I will say you are all also noticing that Ezra is significantly younger looking and smaller than she once was.
I think
Hi.
that Ryvar has always seen him and doesn't know.
Did something
Makes
happen,
sense.
Ezra?
Oh, you look.
No, what happened?
You're
You
shorter.
Ezra, look at your
especially
clothes.
cute.
Oh, they're very big.
Clothes
they're-
didn't change.
I like to think she's like.
What? I can't do my spells like this.
I don't know how you got your witch bolt through the sleeve. That's impressive.
Can you change yourself?
There's like a
back?
big scorch mark.
Can you change yourself back, Ezra?
Let me try. No.
Face will get stuck like.
Oh. My mom used to say that.
You remember your mother?
Probably.
You still remember everything? Like, did you go back in time?
I still remember everything, right?
Mhm.
I'm still the same. Yeah, we were all here, and it's very scary here, and we should leave.
I think so, maybe.
It made me
An
younger
assessment?
here. I don't like it.
I
You
think we
could-
pretty much did
Go.
what we came for, right?
Well, I think we gotta go into his house, and I don't want to go.
Oh, there's
I'm
ghouls
just a
out there.
baby.
Probably should go inside.
Yeah, we should explore
We should
really
get
quickly
inside and
before
shut
those
the
ghouls
gate.
come
Okay,
back.
behind us.
I'm going inside.
Yeah,
run,
I'm,
run,
yeah.
run, run,
I'm
run.
exploring.
Okay.
I just hop on Ryvar's back.
Do I? Yeah, sure. Do I notice anything about the dead guy?
He's dead.
Yeah, you notice that he's dead. You, after searching the room and specifically the sarcophagus that he came out of, you can see on that sarcophagus his name engraved, which is Drovath Harn. It does not ring any bells to you.
Fails.
It does not ring any bells.
bells. No bells rung.
But it just seems like, give me a investigation check.
Guidance.
You I do
You
have
are
a passive
guided,
of 16,
my
by the way,
child.
just so you know. That is a 11 plus, which is 4, so 15.
With a 15, you can surmise that this mausoleum was this person's, but it seems there's enough difference between the two realms that there's not necessarily a connection to this plane and where you came from exactly. It's just this happens to be where the crossing led to. You would guess that seeing the ghouls come out of the dirt, those are the creatures that can somehow manage to find their way through the crossing. Since you've killed most of them or sent them off in other directions, maybe that'll help them either never come back or fewer of them to come back. As you generally look around this area, it is a very secluded area. It's not like you see another mausoleum right over there that then more ghouls could come from. You just seem this is a pocket that this guy was kind of heading up, and under the protection of the ghouls and the gargoyles, and then attacked you as well once you entered, or once you destroyed his guards.
I just like hold on to Ezra on my back.
Thomas, you said you're searching. Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Guidance.
3.
No,
I'm gonna roll it.
don't worry about it.
5.
I take it back. That was so bad that I take it back.
3.
With a 3 or a 5, you notice that there are two sarcophagi on either side. If you choose to peek inside of them, you just notice
Yeah.
bones. Nothing comes at you, nothing comes out of them. They are just undisturbed and just held the body at one point of someone. Is everyone else just waiting? Is anyone else searching or looking for anything specific while they're in here?
Just
No,
letting
but
everybody
I
else
probably would slide off of Ryvar's back and take this moment of inspiration to add a small baby bunny into my comic of Cannabun.
Okay.
Canna bun and baby bun.
Yeah.
Are there any names on the other coffins?
No, the other two are not named. Only the one at the back for Drovath is. And Ryvar, since you were looking around, go ahead and also give me a perception check.
That's an 18.
With an 18, you notice a couple things. As you're looking within the main room, there are more and more bones strewn across than what is maybe expected elsewhere, but not all of them look human. Some of them look more animal-like. And then as you search the sarcophagus of Drovath, you notice a hidden compartment at the very bottom of it. And once you open it, you notice a very ornate saddle in this sarcophagus.
Okay. I
Excuse me.
I put my back to the coffin. Mr. Thomas, can you come here, please?
Yes, I've searched. There's nothing here.
Mr. Thomas,
worthwhile.
just come here, please.
Okay. Yes.
I must say, I apologize for giving you shit earlier. I have a present for you. And, in the future, I'd like you to remember that your good friend Ryvar gave you a present of the very... Okay?
Okay. I don't know what this possibly could be. That's gonna be so good.
Why don't you come and see?
I step in. Oh. I grab it and I run out. And I stop. Come back. Thank you, Ryvar.
You're welcome, Mr. Thomas.
I run out.
You just like run like fully just out of that room or out of the back to the grave? Where do you run to?
Yeah, back to the grave. I'm ready to go.
As soon as you leave the mausoleum with this saddle, which is a saddle of the Cavalier, which you can find on D&D Beyond, and basically when you use this saddle, you can't be dismounted against your will if you are still conscious on your mount, and any attack roll against your mount has disadvantage.
That's gonna be fun.
You hear that,
For
Thane?
me and Mr. Thomas. Oh, I hear loud and clear.
It can't
No
fuck me
unwilling
off.
dismounts.
I'll
As
try.
this saddle leaves the mausoleum, this would be an encounter, but I think you guys would be able to handle it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But for those still in the mausoleum, the bones in that main room begin to and form into 3 warhorse skeletons that form and are protective of the saddle and would have attacked you all. And I know we're getting close to time. They aren't
Would it-
that strong.
Would
put
it
a
be easy
saddle.
because
to-
Mr. Thomas would never attack me.
I put my saddle on the horse. Try to ride it.
For the sake of time, we won't go into a full encounter, but I'm sure it would have been an interesting fight. But so you guys also know, once the saddle left the mausoleum, you did have to fight these. After you defeat them, nothing else seems to happen. You clear the mausoleum. There's nothing around. The ghouls are still far away. You are able to then go back to the grave. As it stands now, there's not fog or anything in the grave. You wait a couple hours. As in this world, it starts to become dawn. Fog starts to emit from the grave. So you can surmise that as soon as night's over, this grave then becomes active to get back to the your plane of existence. And you all lie in this grave, and one by one come back to the grave of the Brandifax. As soon as you are in that realm again, all of that discomfort that most of you were feeling immediately leaves. You feel like a literal weight is lifted from your shoulders. You are unbelievably happy to be back in this place and not in the Shadowfell.
Take Ezra off my shoulder.
I'm still 9.
Well, it was worthwhile going in there. I don't know did we didn't even kill all the ghouls. We just like shooed them off for a while. But
I don't
that's
think
okay.
there'll be an issue anymore.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I will say they didn't come back.
So
I think
they're living
just,
a new life.
It's like
Yeah.
leading the horde of zombies away. They are away, and with their seemingly leader or someone dead, there's no reason for them to be called back. So you can pretty much surmise that, at least for the time being, this is a grave that is a crossing that is safe. Ezra, as you guys come back and you say you're still 9, you see the 5th raven that you believed to be Haluth for forever come land on your shoulder.
Get a dart. I'm just kidding.
Land on your shoulder and nibble at your ear a little bit. She looks to the grave, looks to you, nuzzles against the side of your cheek just ever so slightly, and then takes flight up into the sky and into the sunrise until you can't see her anymore.
I think we did it, everybody.
Oh.
And I
That's
just
very
started
beautiful.
crying.
Oh, Ezra.
Oh,
I can't
And
wait to use
on-
my saddle.
Well, I was gonna say
Me
on that
too.
nice note, and then he had to
Oh.
say on happy notes all around, whether it be you released a soul, a tortured soul from a raven, or you have a pretty new saddle to ride Thane with, we will end there. And thank you
Yay!
all for
Oh
a
my
slightly spooky and fun
God.
longer session of Candlekeep. I hope you all
Wild.
enjoyed it.
I like wild
spooky
magic.
and
fun.
fun.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
I am the wild magic man. 9-year-old Ezra. We'll see how that happens in
Okay.
future. But
Maybe it was all a dream.
But yeah, who knows? For those that remember, the next session that would have been was the duo trip of Ryvar and
Oh.
Opal.
Hey.
So it would have been
Oh.
another spooky one. So they went on a solo trip after this, and then we'll come
Ooh.
back next time at the
I-
one after that.
It makes a lot of sense that
After-
Opal and I left behind the 9-year-old
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
the 2. I just, you know,
Sex
they are.
scenes.
And it's funny because even when we
Good
hadn't
friends.
played at all, in character, we were like, thank God it's just the 2 of us so we can take this seriously.
And that was
Like, we
the
had no
first
idea.
one we ever played, I think.
Yeah, it
Uh,
was.
You guys set the tone by saying that, so it's your fault.
Yeah, it's definitely our
Yeah.
fault that you guys are
Yeah.
idiots.
Exactly.
Love
Well,
it.
thank you all. I had a blast.
Thank you.
Coming up, we have this Thursday another episode of A Monster Hearts.
Yeah.
And then stay tuned for potential Sunday shenanigans. Might be a schedule change there, so keep an eye on socials just to see how that may adjust, or maybe we'll keep it the same. We'll let you guys know. And then the following week, we'll, I think, be back at Curse of Strahd once more. So, as always, keep an eye on socials just for the most recent updates, but that is our next schedule. Thank you guys for joining me. I love you all so much, and I
Love
always
you.
have a blast with these crazy characters. And thank you for watching all at home. And as always, everybody say bye.
Bye.
Bye.